Show me a hill I can climb. Give me a mountain to move, and I'll prove that it's a very special day. I woke up early this morning with bloom on my head.
We're going to jump right in on this fantastic, fabulous Friday. My co-host this morning is Holly Thompson from Salem Crossing. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning.
Glad to have you with us. We do have by phone. We're going to jump right in because we got to get him before actually the bell rings. And he is a schoolboy. We also have our senior sponsor, Mark Carter, and also actually now the over the drama. So, Mark, congratulations on that move, right?
Oh, thank you, Becky.
Yes. How long have you been in this role with the drama?
With the drama, I just started this year.
That's what I thought. And hats off for you to picking up and taking the role. And I know it's not an easy task, but tell us a little bit. Well, Mark, let's real quick talk about yourself a little bit. Tell us a little bit how long you've been with Salem School Corporation and all that you do.
Well, I'm a Salem graduate. I graduated in 1981 from Salem, and this is my 31st year teaching. I've taught freshmen and seniors mostly for those years. I've been a senior class sponsor for 20 years or so. Read the names at graduation and all that fun stuff. And then I was just asked at the end of last year to take over the drama for this year. So here I am.
Yay. So on the drama, how did you come up with the play? And I do want to let's tell everyone the name of the play this year.
What we're doing this weekend is A Midsummer Night's Dream by Shakespeare.
Okay. All right, and I know your connection. You love Shakespeare, right?
I do love Shakespeare.
Yeah. So how has it been? So first of all, tell us, how do you actually pick the play, and tell us the involvement in getting the play, and everything costs a lot of money, right?
It does, and that's one of the reasons why I chose the plays that I did this year. There's some plays you have to pay for the rights to do them. So the first play we did back in November was Our Town.
Right.
Wilder. I actually chose it because it doesn't require much in the way of sets, and since I'm sort of new at doing all this, I don't quite have the resources and abilities that Richard Trueblood had to build. He built a lot of his own sets and things like that, and I don't have that ability, so I kind of tried to make it a little easy on myself. And one of the reasons I chose the Shakespeare play for a second is because you don't have to pay for the rights for Shakespeare.
Oh, how is that? Is that in public domain, or how is that?
Yep, it sure is. So
that's a blessing.
Nobody owns the rights to it, so anybody can do it for free. It also doesn't require much in the way of sets, so I try to make it a little easier on myself.
Well, I think it's wonderful. Now, let's talk about, because I do want to talk about finances, the costumes. How about the costumes? Because usually, now that's where you're probably a little bit more expensive, right?
It is. When I took over, there was a little bit about $1,000 in the drama fund account. So we used a little bit of that for costuming. We used costuming that we already had. There's a costume room there at the middle school backstage, and we used as much of that as we could. I borrowed some costumes from our community theater.
Oh, awesome.
I'm on the board of directors for our community theater as well. So I borrowed some of their costumes and just did everything we could. People had things that they could bring in and use. Just did everything we could to kind of keep the cost down as much as possible. And we ended up making, after we took all expenses, we ended up making about $600 on our first play. So, so we did pretty good.
That's real good, absolutely, yeah. And to be up, right? Whereas, could be the other, where it was a loss. But no, that's fantastic. $600 is great. Well,
I think it's hard to come by, of course.
Well, no, absolutely, yeah. So let's, So how did you get? Which I do know this is something that, and I do love. I love your love for Shakespeare and continuing on. But did this when you worked with high schoolers? How was their attitude towards the Shakespeare? How did you get them to buy into this?
They were pretty up for it. I knew at the beginning of the year what I wanted to do. So when I had the first drama club meeting, the drama club had kind of, with COVID and everything, and with Richard retiring, drama club had kind of died out a little bit. They hadn't met for quite a while, so I kind of revived that, and they were actually pretty excited about doing Midsummer Night's Dream. I did find a script that has been sort of abridged a little bit and edited a little bit to simplify some parts of it. So they've struggled a little bit with some of the language and memorizing, but I've tried to explain to them, what they're saying good show.
So you bring up a good. That's very interesting. So like a lot of like thous and those and how the way they express themselves, and it can be a little bit hard to understand.
It can be intimidating for the actors and for the audience.
Oh,
so,
absolutely.
It has been slightly modernized, not completely. We've kept enough to have still have the flavor of Shakespeare, but we've sort of simplified some of the more difficult to understand parts.
I was thinking of some of the modern terms right now that, like gaslighting.
I don't go quite that far, but we've taken out some of the these and thous and things.
I do want to say I do love a good thee and thou. Okay, I do love it. I'm a huge Shakespeare fan. I'm not. I'm very intimidated by you talking about that, so I kind of steered away from
My
that.
favorite is. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
One of my favorites is methinks. I always like methinks Shakespeare, so we kept in all the methinks.
I think you should. Methinks you should. Yeah. I actually have used that in my dialogue, and I've got. Then I didn't know if I was talking like a child or Shakespeare.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to tell.
That is true. Well, I love this. So tell us, like, do you have a lot of freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors, or who all is part of this?
I have mostly seniors.
Okay.
Ones that have sort of been, in some plays. We're in some plays with Richard when he was still here. I've got a few juniors, I think, a couple of freshmen. And then we've got, because it's a Midsummer Night's Dream and it has fairies, I have some younger students.
Oh, I love that.
Elementary school students are playing some of the fairies. So kind of got a wide range of people.
Right. I love that. And I love that because that's getting them introduced and getting them to fall in love with, with the stage and be a part. We talk about this all the time, and, high school's a time when you're to try everything. And I would say every time I hear someone say the regret, and the regret that they have is they were not in a play or did not be a part of the arts.
That's actually one of my regrets from high school. I always wanted to be in plays, but I just never worked up the courage to go and try out, and I always regretted it, and that's why I got involved in our community theater. Of course, I was 30 by the time I got involved in that, so I kind of waited a long time, but that is one of my regrets from high school. So I've tried to encourage as many people as possible. It's hard to get people, I know I've talked to kids that said they'd like to, but they're afraid to and everything, so I'm hoping that maybe they'll come and see the play, or I can talk to more of them and get them more involved.
Right, and I think that, I think that, and I think they will, and I think that we just hope it just keeps growing and growing and growing, and I think seeing plays like this and getting people more involved, getting everyone involved. But do you, I guess, kind of, as far as like this, so you had a play earlier, and then this is your second play. Will this be the last play for the year then?
I'm going to work with Verda Flinkard,
oh, yeah.
our director, and we're going to put on a musical at the end of April. I think the last weekend in April. It's still a little bit up in the air which musical we're going to do. Money is an issue, so we're looking at what we can afford. But there will be one more play. It'll be a musical, sort of co-production between the drama club and the music department.
I love that. Love everybody working together. That's good networking for sure. But I do say, and I always want to, for our listeners, and I want to remind everybody that it does cost a lot of money to put on plays. It's not easy, and also, I'm sure you have a lot of parent help too, right?
I do. Especially the parents for the younger kids have been a big help. Parents have provided, costumes and things for us, so it's definitely a help.
Yeah, and every little bit of help is needed. And the play is actually this weekend.
It is this weekend, Saturday night at 7:30 and Sunday afternoon at 2.
I love that. Okay, and kind of give us the gist without giving the whole, we want to buy the ticket, but tell us a little bit about the play itself. Just kind of give us
That's kind of hard to sum up. I mean, it's kind of a romantic fantasy, I guess is the best way of putting it. At the center, you've got two couples that are sort of not exactly a love triangle. I guess it's a love square, a love quadrangle. I don't know what you want to call it exactly. Which sort of gets everybody ends up in the forest. Fairies interfere with everything. It's really funny. I can't really say more than that.
Okay. I'm just thinking of, the famous fairy Tinkerbell. She always gets in stuff. You know what I mean? Those fairies always are in trouble, right?
there's a love potion that causes some issues. It's very funny play.
I love that. Yeah, yeah.
We're also doing it in modern clothes, to make it easier for all of us, because coming up with Shakespearean costumes is...
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I thought when you were talking about that. I kept thinking the clothing would be outrageous because...
Yeah, it would be if you do traditional Shakespearean, but we're doing it in modern clothes. And, I mean, mainly because of the budget, but also I think it helps people to maybe understand more what's going on, actually, seeing it in modern clothes. That doesn't make sense hearing it, but I think if you see it, I think you'll understand what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I think, too, maybe your students and, maybe the participants might be a little more comfortable in more of that than, some of those ruffles and tights. Trying to get some people in tights is not always the
Oh, definitely. Definitely. They're a lot more comfortable wearing... Some of them are just wearing their own clothes, so they're a lot more comfortable with that.
I wear tights, and I just want to say it's not...
I know you wouldn't have any problems,
It's
Becky.
only for the brave.
You're always in costume.
Always ready for that spotlight, right?
Of course. You always have been, Becky.
Mark, that's funny. Well, I think this is going to be so fun, and I'm excited. And how much are the tickets to get in there?
All the tickets are $6.
That's very fair. Very fair.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's what they charge for the sporting events, so I figured that's a good place to start for our plays.
I think so too. I think that's a grand place, and I think $6 is very fair. And of course, we want everybody to come out and support the arts and be a part. And let's tell everyone where it's located at.
It is at the middle school at the Richard Trueblood Performing Arts Center, so that's at the auditorium, middle school.
Right, and it's a beautiful.
You can enter in those side doors there closest to the auditorium.
Okay, yeah, and it's absolutely a beautiful auditorium, and it's a great time. And I always encourage people. A lot of times, maybe for people's birthdays or anniversaries or something, you want to do something instead of getting those whatnots. Take them to an event or send them to an event.
So I hope that we'll have a good turnout. I know, like I said, Shakespeare I know can intimidate some people, but if people come and give it a chance, they'll get a really funny performance, I think.
Right, and I've got to say, hats off, Mark. I can't say enough about you and how hard you work, and I know the relationship that you have with the students is just like none other. They my girls and they just absolutely think the world of you. When I said I get to talk to Mark Carter, they're all jealous. So I'm like, every one of them wanted to be on this conversation, and I was like, no. But anyway, so everybody, you're very well received and liked for sure, and loved by many. But I guess the question that I have, how many hours did you put in? Like how much, or like was it like every day, or how?
We started out with 2 rehearsals a week, like the second week of January, 2 hours each. Then we moved up at the beginning of February to 3 rehearsals a week, so 6 hours a week. And then we've been every night this week, usually more than 2 hours. And we're going to go in early tonight and practice. We're going to go in early tomorrow afternoon and practice. So I wouldn't even know how to begin. I can't add all that. I'm not a math teacher, so I can't do all that in my head.
Okay.
It's a lot of work.
Right, and that's what I really wanted. When we go to see a play, realize how much work has gone into this.
Yeah, and the kids have put a lot of time into it as well. We've worked around work schedules and things like that, and some of them have given up doing things other things they wanted to do to practice for the play. So
right.
We appreciate that.
Right. Well, I think you hear the bell. Mark Carter, keep up the great work. We'll send everybody this weekend, and thank you for taking time for us and being generous with your time this morning.
Thank you for asking me, Becky.
Okay, have a good. All right, we'll see you. Have a good night.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Day, night. I was thinking of mid-southern night dream. Yeah, isn't that just
When I was in school, we didn't have drama clubs. We had our senior year. We had a play for the end of the year, and that was it.
Oh gosh.
So, but I was in it.
Yay! And what were you? What was your role?
I don't even remember the name of the play. I just remember I did have the lead role.
Oh.
And it was very traumatic, I guess. Kind of stage fright. You know what I mean?
Sure.
The stage fright and trying to remember your lines, and but it was a lot of fun. and I enjoyed it.
Well, I think that I think it's a great opportunity, and I get that. I think that like when you're in a play and you're before the audience, I get that intimidation. I get all that where people are a little nervous, and I get that. But then once they do it and they realize that they enjoy it, that's what I get sad about for those that say they wish they would have done it and they didn't get it.
I'm glad I did it.
Yeah,
I am.
I
It
bet
was
you
a great
are.
experience.
Yeah. Would you do it again?
I would.
Yeah.
I actually wish we had the drama back then, though. That would have been something I would have loved to have done, is been in drama.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And the different plays and stuff, and I love that they're, Shakespeare is something that you want to keep going,
Yes.
and and these students are learning all about it,
Mhm.
and everybody that
And I like how he's kind of modernizing it,
Yeah,
too.
too.
You know.
makes it more, I guess, it makes it more likable or whatever,
Mhm.
for people,
Relatable to it.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's my word. Yeah, I'm in my words. I'm using my hands over here. We're gonna land an airplane over here. And my hands are going, but I couldn't get my words out. Yeah, thank you, Molly. All right, something I do want to help with, you to help with me with, is some sponsors over there.
Okay. We would like to thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Fox Lee Wealth Management, AFP, and Fantastic Sam's.
Yay!
Thank you,
to
sponsors.
our great sponsors, and we're very proud of our sponsors. All right, used weekend, Holly, and we all get excited. Why is it, I don't know, because I work Saturdays and Sundays too, but why is it just when you hear a fry, yay, or fry,
I don't know, it's
yay?
just like you think relax, maybe. Or you
Yeah.
kind of take a breath.
Yeah.
You can take a breath on the weekend,
Like I think George Jones says, it's finally Friday.
Mhm.
I think that's funny because Monday gets such a bad rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, right?
Yes.
And Friday is just like everybody, I don't know, it just changes the mood.
It does.
Yeah.
Thank goodness it's Friday.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah, even though we are quite a bit cooler today.
I know. I've so been enjoying the weather.
I know.
And even though it's cooler today,
Yeah, we're not complaining.
they're still not complaining at all, because still all the signs of spring are there. I mean, I've heard tree frogs. I've seen the robin. I've seen the daffodils in bloom.
Aren't those beautiful?
So,
I'm so
spring,
excited.
the crocus are in bloom. So
Yeah.
spring it's here.
It's springing.
It's springing. It's
We're
springing
feeling
out.
it. We're feeling it.
Yeah.
That's right. You've heard it here. Yeah, no matter what. And it snowed up north of
Mhm.
India, so we, and they're going to keep that.
They're going to keep that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still in that kind of, that next month or so, it could still be, we could still have some snow. I mean, I've
Yeah.
seen snow in March before, so
Yeah.
we could still have it, but it's like, it's here. I could just count it as here. I'm so thankful.
Me too.
I'm getting ready, I want to go out and walk in the woods, and I just want to be with nature, and, mushroom hunting will be coming anytime soon.
That is such a
and-
wonderful.
Yes.
A wonderful. It's the most wonderful time. I love mushroom season.
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Mhm.
What about the it had actually snowed on Easter before.
Yes.
I
Mhm.
remember hunting eggs in the snow. So
Yes.
that's not
It's not unheard of, but we're on the downhill swing here.
that's right. That's right.
Spring is coming.
Look at Holly Thompson said right here officially. You heard it. That's right.
I know that, the groundhog or whatever said 6 more weeks, and yeah, maybe 6 more weeks, but all the signs are there, and it kind of just lifts your spirits when you see all those things,
Yeah. I think this is like we're used to it. I've seen now everybody, like I saw everybody wearing shorts. Everybody,
Oh.
like yesterday,
I see
everybody.
people wearing shorts in the middle of winter.
I
I don't
know.
understand it.
Well, I think we're just like, we're tough. You know what I mean?
Well, I think-
we're just so tough.
Like, I was raised that, like wintertime is, you wear a jacket, you have gloves, like you prepare
Yeah.
in case, like, the car breaks down or you have to walk miles and miles and miles. And I say that to my kids, and they're like, what? I'm like, why are you wearing shorts? What if, and they're like, well, we'll just, like, they don't worry about that
No.
stuff like we did, or like
well,
I did.
And you got to remember everything's at their hands and feet now. You
Yes.
got to remember. Like they can call.
Yeah.
I
Call
mean,
an
right?
Uber to pick them up.
No, really. They can Uber. They can Uber Eats. They can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can have food anytime they want. They can eat or walk it or or get a ride anytime they want. They can. I mean, right?
Yeah.
You know?
They laugh at me when I tell them to put a coat on when we go out. You know.
Yeah. I think everything is like totally just, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, it's it. Autumn said, yeah, they have a lot of technology that that we didn't have as kids. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Absolutely. So I think there's less worry on that.
I mean, the first cell phone didn't come out until I was probably 19.
Yeah.
19 or, about 19 was the very first cell phone started coming out.
Yeah.
You know, where they had one in the car and the big antennas, and they were
absolutely.
huge.
Yeah. And there was like, I've seen one where it was like this huge case. And it was, and it was almost like, it looked like something Inspector Gadget would have. You know what I mean? No, really. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I remember my stepdad's was like a big, huge walkie-talkie looking thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Put that by your ear. It covers your whole head.
And I'll tell my kids, I'm like, listen, I had three channels if I was lucky to choose from.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
And they just have whatever now, streaming and all the kind of stuff.
Oh, and remember, if you missed Frosty the Snowman or Rudolph, I mean, you missed it. You couldn't go back.
That's
you know.
right.
And I remember just getting so excited. You know what I mean? And just when they would get ready to be on. You know what I mean? And like I'd have to make sure I didn't leave that TV. You know, waiting for that. You know. And now
and telling them how I had to used to actually go to the TV. And turn the channel.
We were the remote.
We were the remote. Mom or Dad say, "Hey, Holly, go turn the channel.
TV. Go change the channel." Yeah. They were in a bag. Yeah, they were in a bag. That's right. The cell phones were in a bag. Yeah, and yes, that's years ago.
Yes.
Many. And then what's kind of funny though, we're kind of funny if you watch us humans, okay? Because like everybody, like we had those bigger phones, and then everybody wanted a smaller phone, right? So everybody like went and so what they were trying to do is make the smallest phone possible. Now everybody wants to go back and have a bigger phone. You know what I mean? It's kind of funny how you know what I mean. Are we ever going to get that happy?
Well,
right?
One of my favorite phones was the little it was a little silver handheld that you could flip open, but it was the perfect size for me. And then they started going bigger, and I like a little bit of smaller ones. I don't want to be having a computer up, like a huge computer screen up to my head. Give me a smaller phone.
Right. Well, and then also, another thing too, okay, so let's go back a few years ago, okay, like everybody would laugh if you still had a flip phone. You know what I mean? They would make fun. I remember being in a meeting and someone had pulled out a flip phone and they laughed. They were like, "Oh, you still have a flip phone."
Yeah.
And now the flip phones are back.
Right.
And actually are really cool, and Brad has one.
Yeah.
And he was like showing me, it was like, look, it was a flip phone, and he said that it's perfect.
Yeah.
And I thought,
and a little BlackBerry, I had a little BlackBerry at once, and I loved it. It was a purple BlackBerry, had a little ball on the top of it, I like that one too.
Well, and then some of the phones, like, they changed them, and then you got to get used to the way, you know what I mean, the way you have to operate them.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then that always is a little bit of degree of difficulty,
And then if you change systems, like from an iPhone to an Android, oh my goodness, that's like two separate universes.
You can't FaceTime, you know what I mean?
No.
What would we do without FaceTime, you know what I mean? Yeah. The thing about FaceTime, though, is, and this is what I explain to everybody. Okay, so if you want to FaceTime me, that's fine, and I'll FaceTime. I love FaceTiming. I do it a lot. But then if we were going to have a conversation, take me off FaceTime and call me, because you can hear the speakers bigger or louder. You know what I mean? If you're going to actually just have an audio, just talk, then take me off of speaker, or take me off that, and put me and call me back on the regular phone.
Sure.
Because that's where I have trouble, because a lot of times on FaceTime, the volume's not as loud. Or maybe there's so many other things in the background,
I was telling my girls the other day too about how before the cell phones were there, and like our kitchen, we had one phone in the house. It was in the kitchen, and it may have had a 20-foot cord, and you would stretch that thing to get it all the way to the other end of the house. You'd stretch that cord as tight as you could to get it to your bedroom where you could shut the door,
Yeah.
And then when there was still the party lines, do you remember the party lines?
Yeah.
And so you get on there, be having a conversation, and somebody come in on your conversation, like, "Excuse me," like, it was kind of, it was very strange. Very strange.
Yeah. The good old days.
The good old days. That's right. No telling secrets on a party line, okay?
Oh no. Or make up something really good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Keep them all
Something
talking.
juicy.
Yeah. Give them something to talk about. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it good, right? Yeah. Why not, right? All right, well, that's a blast from the past for sure. All right, and actually, we need to do our today is. I love today is and see what we've got going on. And
That's my favorite.
yeah, me too. Especially when it's like a chocolate day, tells you to eat chocolate.
Eat chocolate.
Yeah, not wrong with that. Or cookies or pies or something days. All right, let's see what today is. It's the 24th day of February. Do you realize we're on the downhill slide of this month?
I can't believe it.
We'll be
I
marching.
still
in
feel like
March.
we just had Christmas.
I
I mean, it's
Still stuck in Christmas.
Still
I know.
stuck in Christmas.
I know. It happens. I know. Okay, hang on. Nothing's wanting to move. Everything's like really slow. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is Friday Fish Friday. Ooh. I love good fish, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, again, I'm picky about my fish.
oh,
So
why
it
does that
can't
not
be
surprise me,
fishy
Holly?
fish.
no, I can't have that.
Can't have fishy
No,
fish.
no, I can't have
and it's
fishy.
got I like the fried like a fried fish sandwich, but it can't be fishy fish.
I agree. Yeah, I'm with you.
And I like the tartar sauce on it.
You do or don't?
I do.
Yeah, yeah. I can go if it's really good fish. I don't have to have the tartar sauce, but I will use the tartar sauce.
Yeah.
I have it. Yeah. For some reason, if somebody forgot to bring it or didn't have it, I could go
Right.
with that. But I'd rather have it. I
Now
like
the rest of my family, they're like fish lovers, like whatever kind, not just fish but seafood. You know, not me. I can't do the scallops and the clams and the shrimps and all those things. Oysters, can't do it.
I can do it. I can send that.
I'll make it for
What
them.
about lobster?
No,
Can't do lobster.
No.
Okay.
I'm just not a big seafood person.
All right. International Stand Up to Bullying Day. Love that.
Yes.
Boy, I tell you what, we need that, you know. And we just got
Yes.
to keep talking about it. It's everywhere.
Mhm.
It's from you know, from little bitty in the crib, well, older, you know what I mean, and then to adulting, you know what I mean?
Well, and it's in this, it's scary. The bullying is scary for some of the outcomes that happens with
Exactly.
it. You know, it's scary. The way that people talk to other people, you know, kids talk to other kids, especially when they're so, you know, like when you're in school, you're so vulnerable and you're still like creating who you are, you know, and then to be bullied, it's not good. Like that's one of my hot topics. It just
I
sends
agree.
me
No,
through the roof.
I got you. And I think that the more we talk about it and the more we bring it to the forefront and
Mhm.
talk that, you know, that it's not acceptable and it's not, you know what I mean? And I think that's something that needs to continue, you know?
Mhm.
It's not something to be brushed away. It's to be addressed and, you know, and
And if it's
talked
going to
about.
be zero tolerance, then it needs to be zero tolerance.
Yeah, yeah, across the board.
Mhm.
I agree. National Skip the Straw Day.
I don't know. Sometimes I can skip the straw. I need my straw in my
I know.
drink.
I know. And then I get it. But you know the cardboard straws or the soft straws.
Uh-huh.
Those just don't.
Or the metal ones.
Yeah.
It's just.
Oh, hey, this is perfect. National Tartar Sauce Day.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh,
Go with
I
the
do
fish.
love a good tartar sauce.
Goes with the fish.
National Tortilla Chip Day.
I like tortillas.
I do too. You know why? And if you run out of salsa, I just like the chips. Aren't they
Yes.
good?
Have you tried the ones with the hint of lime on them?
Yes.
Oh
Love
my
them.
gosh.
Love them.
Those are really good plain. Like this.
Yeah, those are addictive.
Mm-hmm.
And you just can't eat one. I'm telling you.
No.
No, you're going to be in it for a long haul.
Do you like salsa or like picante sauce? Do you like chunky or thin?
I like it. Yeah.
I like a thin sauce.
Huh?
I don't like as much of the chunks.
Ooh, I like the big tomato chunks. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
now you got. I'm gonna. Okay, I'm getting hungry again. I always start this right.
Yes.
So you don't like the big.
I don't like the big chunks. I like this. I like it where all the tomatoes and stuff are ground up a little bit finer. I like it finer.
Okay. All right. I'm over here chunky. You know what I mean? If it falls off, I'm okay. You know what I mean? It's gonna. You know what I mean? My chip better hold on. Hold it. National Trading Card Day.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Twin Peaks Day.
Twin Peaks Day. Okay.
World Bartender Day. You know, bartenders really almost
Cheers.
have... Yeah. All right, Holly and I are going to leave the studio and we're going to go celebrate. I think in all honesty, you think about... Oh, hang on. What is going on here? Wait, hold on. Okay, hang on. I hit something that I didn't need to hit here. Hang on. And it will not let me go. Okay. What I think, too, is a bartender almost has to be like a chemist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the way they put things together and, you know, and you hear, like, if you talk to a bartender, a lot of them didn't start out with all that knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
It's trial and error and, you know what I mean? A lot of they try on their family or try themselves.
Right. And it is a lot of chemistry.
Yeah.
And I've seen, you know, some of the shows that I've watched, like it is, you master it. Like it's just the way they can, you know, either add ice or add this or add that. And when some of them get into, what is that? I forget the name of it. But there's a different technique that they use where they'll like make things frozen, and I forgot what it's called. But it is an art. It is a true art.
Oh, I definitely think so. Yeah, the way they put this, you know, just a right amount of this and a right amount of that, and so much of this, and
mixing versus stirring versus shaking versus
exactly.
You know.
Yeah, and it's really unique. So you got to give a lot of credit to that. You know, they really have to do a lot of homework.
Yeah,
they have to learn a lot. You know, I think was it Tom Cruise, Remember What Cocktails?
Yeah.
Remember that? And he made it fancy, but he also made it look easy.
Yes.
And I think there was a lot of spike in bartending after that. And I don't know now. You know, I don't know if spiking or I don't know. But they're really, you have to give a lot of respect to that. So that's off to them. And of course, I'm sure that they solve a lot of problems too with people. Remember how
they're probably very good social workers, therapists, whatever you want to call it. They've heard a lot of woes.
Oh, you know it. Yeah. Woe is me.
Woe is me.
Woe is me. That's probably how they know how much to put in their drink, right? How bad is your woe? Okay. We're going to put double. We're going to do a little bit.
Are you on a 1 or a 10 today?
So hats off to them. All right. Hey, 5 ways to wind down for the weekend. Do you have trouble? And I know, Holly, you are like in a job that is fantastic, but also you are in a job that's very takes a lot of your attention, just like mine. You know what I mean? We are, if you will, we're always on. Always on. Something's always, brewing or going or doing. And it could be a good thing, but always something, okay? So is it hard for you to wind down for the weekend? Because when you kind of say goodbye to Salem Crossing for the weekend, I'm not saying that you can't be called in, because you are, when you're on the top, you have to, be available. But is it kind of hard for you when you to determine and shut that off and realize I'm on family time now?
It's sort of like a balance, because I don't think I ever am able to completely 100% shut off, because I am on call 24/7.
Right.
So, but I think, and a lot of me just wants to crash. Like, that's the energy that you expend through the week, is a large amount. And so sometimes when I get to the weekends, I'm just like, I need to crash and I need to rest my body, and my brain more than anything.
Oh,
so I just need to shut down and just rest. Which is, again, why I'm glad that it's getting warmer, because one of my releases is getting out in nature and walking in the woods and listening to the birds and doing all those things to kind of like refill myself.
It's like good therapy.
It is.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that's for so many, you know what I mean? And I think a lot of people go through, if you will, from maybe January or into December, whatever, after Christmas, to some of these now where we're not seeing a lot of sunshine. We got a lot of rain going on, and stuff. So it's not. I think we'll be feeling better when we get a little more.
Because like a lot of people, when it comes to the weekends, they're like, okay, we're ready to do this and this and this and this and this. It's like they've already got their game plan of all the things they're going to do.
Right.
And I want more of recluse,
Yeah, really.
and
I get that. Yeah,
that's more what I need to do.
Right. Well, I think I can relate to that too. But I'm with you. I'm always so like when I say like okay, like and I know you're the same way, that we like honestly could do something every day of the week. I mean every day. I'm talking Saturday, Sunday, all the time. And it's hard sometimes. Like if someone says, "Oh, can you do this?" It's hard to commit because you don't know if something else is going to pop up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, "Oh, can you do this?" And then I'm always like, let me, I'm going to try. I want to, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know if something's going to pop up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's
I know
always,
exactly what
you always kind of leave that, you kind of leave a dot. You know what I mean?
Because like even when I have when I set up my Girl Scout meetings or things like that, there's times I'm calling or texting and saying, hey, sorry, got to cancel. Last minute, sorry, something else has come up that's got to take that priority.
Right, exactly.
It's a balance.
Well, here's some ways to wind down for the weekend. Wind it down. I'm thinking
wind
of
it down.
I'm I'm thinking of Garth Brooks, one of my favorite songs, and I don't know why more people don't know this song, because every time I sing it or play it, everybody's like, "What? I've never heard that." And I had one daughter that was like, because I said, "You got to hear this, I'm going to play Garth Brooks," and I got an eye roll. And then she was singing it, and she was like, "This is really good." I was like, "Yeah." And it's like, "Somebody better get the weekend started, or I can do it all night long." It's by Garth Brooks, and it talks about somebody better start the jukebox. Somebody better. Anyway, talking about winding down and getting ready for the weekend, and I love that song. Anyway,
I like Garth Brooks, but I'd have to hear it to recognize it.
okay.
It's like I start watching a movie, and the girls will come in and be like, "Hey, Mom, what are you watching?" I don't have a clue. I've already lost the title out of my brain. I'm moving on.
Well, okay, onward ho. Little time for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so some ways to wind down for the weekend. Number one, say goodbye to work. Log off from your email and work apps and turn off your computer. And it's like a handshake to say goodbye to the workday.
Yeah, I can't do that.
No, we can't. We're in positions where we can't do that. But if you are,
Yes.
and you can, then do
do
that.
it.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. And we can do it. We have to modify it a little. But we can kind of, you know what I mean? Okay, all right. In our mind, we can for a little while say goodbye to work.
Yes.
For a little while.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's what I always talk about. Remember eating the elephant. Take one bite.
One bite at a
One
time.
bite right now, you know what I mean? And then take another bite. We'll keep going. Number two, find a wind down song. Garth Brooks, I'm telling you. Or good old Finally Friday, George Jones. Either one. I'm telling you, either one of them changes my mood, okay? Kind of the opposite of athletes using a pep-up song to walk into the court. Find a song that helps you clear your head or brings you out of the work mindset. And play it in the car or after you log off. So also, I don't know why, there's some really good songs, you know what I mean? Any Def Leppard, you know what I mean? Boston, anything that I can get, you know what I mean? Like that.
Now, that is a good idea, because, like, there are times where if I'm driving home, blast that music up and just, like, release.
Yeah.
You know, sing it out and,
Yeah.
you know,
There's
that
so
is,
many, yeah.
there are so many good songs
Yeah,
to do
definitely.
that too.
So if I can get some of that going, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah. I love that. So find a song and wind down. Love that. Change your clothes. Number three, change your clothes. As soon as you walk in the door, put on your clothes you feel relaxed in, even if you're working from home, and yoga pants change out of the work clothing can signal your mind that you've wrapped up for the day.
I do that every day.
Oh.
As soon as I get home. Change.
Ooh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. I'm with you. Change your clothes. Number four, curb the work talk. When you're done working, don't talk about work. Oh, that's something. Oh,
I have difficulty with that.
I do too.
sometimes.
I do too. No, and then I realize I don't want to talk about work. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Or I don't want to talk about that. You know.
Or my family's looking at me like, stop.
Yeah.
You're not at work anymore.
We've
Mom.
heard it out.
Stop.
Okay. All right. Stop. Well, I think that's only human. You know what I mean? And I think we share our day, but I think too that sometimes it's nice to again, if you can, put that work to the side and make it about them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
I agree.
these are good food for thought, good reminders, and sometimes we forget that. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay. Plan to do something fun. Okay. Having a plan in place when you finish work can help you for the weekend mode. And I do like to have that. I do think that's wonderful, but I think sometimes it's hard to do. Having a plan. Well, and not to reveal yours, but you did tell me earlier that you have plans this weekend. So, I mean, that's fun. That's good, and that's something to look forward to. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. Okay, all right. Would you eat milkshake and fries flavored ice cream?
Milkshake. Like fries flavored milkshake?
Malted milkshake and fries flavored ice cream.
No.
It's a limited edition ice cream flavor called, I tried the macaroni and cheese. No, really, I know, no, it was like crazy good. No. And then at Christmas time, did you try what's the Christmas tree ice cream?
No. I didn't know they had such a thing.
Holly? I thought to keep you in the know. Yeah.
Listen, I'm a traditionalist.
You know
vanilla, strawberry, chocolate,
oh my gosh.
butter
We're gonna
pecan
get
if
you out
I'm
of
going
that.
all out.
We're gonna
Okay.
get you out there. Well, you have to keep an open mind, okay? You have to keep an open mind. Well, they had a pizza, and no.
No.
I'm telling you, just it wouldn't be something like that you would, want another scoop. I mean, but it was different.
But why? Why?
I don't know.
Make
I don't
those
know.
crazy
I don't
flavors?
know. These people have fun on the weekends. I don't know. Because they have fun. I don't know. I don't know. It's above my. They're the kings. We're the sorry people. I don't know. You know what I mean?
But you know what? Everybody has different palates, right? And this is just my opinion, okay?
Yeah.
There's millions of people out there, and I'm sure there's probably thousands that like the pizza, macaroni, whatever flavored ice cream. I'm just not one of the millions that does.
I agree. Well, and a lot of people are not. But they do, people like to try it. It's a novelty, you know what I mean? It's something different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like
I don't think move over, I don't think move over, like if you put it like a scoop on your supper, on your plate, you know what I mean? I don't think it's going to be replaceable. I don't think it's going to replace anything. It's just different. It's like
it
weird
is like a novelty. Sort of like those, the one chips that you buy, a single chip, and it's like the hottest chip you've ever eaten. It's like a challenge where you eat this chip and see if you can make it down because it's so spicy, it like burns your mouth. Why? Why put yourself through that torture? Go get a Lay's.
Do we not have enough torture? We don't need that.
You don't need that torture
chip.
in your
Yeah,
life.
we don't need that chip telling us that.
No.
That's right.
Mm-mm.
Well, the thing that I am, if you look at how many calories and carbs and all that stuff that's in that macaroni and cheese and pizza ice cream, you know what I mean? Thank goodness there's no calories on the weekend, right?
That's right.
But that's something. But then also they came out with the Christmas tree, the Little Debbie's Christmas trees
Yes.
that were like supposed to be. It was funny because like early on they predicted they're going to sell out. There's not going to be very many of these.
Mm-hmm.
We had plenty. You know what I mean? No, I mean really. And it's really crazy because I bought 2 boxes, okay, and I can't find them.
The little Debbie's white cakes are my favorite.
Okay, they have an ice cream.
No.
And every bite, it's cake and ice cream. You can't. Now that one, you know what I mean? You can see that. Now that one is good. It's really good. It is.
Well, maybe I will try that one.
Yeah, and that really is good. And so, at the beginning of the year, or hang on, maybe not. At the beginning of December, for some reason, I don't know, like things come across my computer that I'm like, oh, okay. So they're like, there's going to be a short demand of the cakes, the Christmas trees, and the brownies. Okay. So I thought, oh, well, that'd be fun because sometimes I get them and like I just put like you take like a lollipop stick and you just take them and put a lollipop stick and then they're like for the kids it's like a
lollipop. Put the cake on a lollipop.
Yeah,
stick?
you take like a lollipop stick and
so it's sort of like a cake pop, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But not all the work. You just buy them and stick them and
and call it a day. That's right.
Take advantage of them and you're good. So anyway, those are good. Well, I bought them. This is the weirdest thing, and I don't know if they're gone. I don't know where they're at.
Oh my goodness.
I never had them. Never ever.
You'll find them.
No, of course, it's probably like a Twinkie. They'll probably be okay. Probably not out of date. But I don't know. So it's funny because I don't know, like my girls like to play tricks on me. and that might be, I don't know. I can't figure this one out. I don't know where
Have you asked them?
You get no response. They're ride or dies to each other. They're not going to. It'll probably be the old 2022 Christmas tree hoist.
I like how creative you are though with taking the popsicle sticks and putting them on the popsicle stick and having an instant like little treat for the kids without any big deal.
Because less work. No big deal, less work. I mean, yeah.
But I would just like open the package and say, here you go. Like, why even put it on a stick?
You know how they crinkle and they get nothing. So you put them on a stick and you can't, okay, best food ever is on a stick. Okay,
True.
You can't beat anything. Meat, hot dogs, corn, I don't care. Anything.
The frozen bananas with chocolate. Have you tried those?
Yeah. Oh yeah, love those. Yeah, anything on a stick is
got to be golden.
It's absolutely. You don't turn around. You don't turn away from that. Okay, anything on a stick. Okay, so on this ice cream. Okay, so this is it's a limited edition ice cream flavored called malted milkshake and fries, and it just launched yesterday. They're actually French fried pieces in the ice cream, which were created by using Idaho potato flakes, they say flavor gives some old school dinner vibes. The pint is $12. Can you imagine $12 for a pint? No way.
No.
Nope. You got me.
Now,
I ain't paying that.
I used to, especially when I was younger, when I was a teenager, I used to take my French fries and like dip it in the milkshake.
Yeah.
And that was okay.
Absolutely.
But
yeah.
I don't know about putting it in the milkshake and eating it.
Well, I did want to say that years ago, and I'm not going to say which one, but it was a Wendy's, I won't say which one, I ate a Frosty, and at the bottom, when I got to the bottom of my Frosty, there were French fries.
Oh, no.
No, so I kind of worried, was that a little bonus they were giving me?
No, that was no bonus.
Should I have thought of, how to respond, you know what I mean?
Oh, that wasn't a bonus. Mm-mm.
What do you think happened? I wanted to go
Well, maybe
back.
they used the cup
That's what
to dip out some fries to put it in the basket, and maybe some just got stuck in the cup.
I really, I didn't want to be controversial. I wasn't mad because you gave me a bonus, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Were they cooked fries or frozen fries?
No, they were cooked fries.
Oh.
No, I promised. I don't know. I didn't know how to respond on that. I thought this is am I happy because I got fries? And then what I really wanted to do, but I didn't, I don't want to embarrass anyone. I just want to know, was this planned or was this just, if it's an accident, I get it. You know what I mean?
Right.
In my kitchen, we have accidents all the time. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I would never say that you wouldn't catch a fry somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't judge anybody in the kitchen. I just didn't know if that was something like, did they want to give me a little bit of a bonus? Oh, let's do something good for her. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? And they were perfectly good fries. You know what I mean?
Right.
I did eat them.
Oh my goodness.
Well, hang on. Let's go back. Okay, so let's say you get an ice cream cone, okay, and you eat it, and the bottom of the cone either has a marshmallow to clog it, or chocolate, right? Mm-hmm. That's a little bonus. So why not have a bonus at the end of my?
No. No,
well, I did what I was supposed to do. I ate it.
You ate them.
Yes, I did, and I'm telling you, they weren't bad. I was not bad. I was a happy girl. Happy girl.
Happy girl.
Happy girl. Now I want one every time. You know what I mean? Where's my fries?
When you go order, ask for that. Can I have fries in the bottom of my shake, please?
Just put a few fries on the bottom.
Stick a few at the top. It'll melt its way down.
That would be pretty, wouldn't it? Yeah. I'm with you. And people do that. I've been with people. I don't do that normally. But I do like the combination of it all. Like if you have a milkshake and you have fries, when you see Grease, when you watch Grease and you see those big burgers and fries and the milkshake, I mean, you do want that, right?
Right.
I mean, that goes together. So, and nothing's wrong with any of that.
No.
It just,
the thing is how it's combined, though.
yeah. And I have been with people that have ate, their ice cream and dipped it in fries, like you're talking about. Yeah, and I'm not, there is no judgment when you're with me. Because you know what I mean?
Do what you want.
Absolutely. Whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like you be you.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. You be you. I love that. Okay, so these pints are $12. They're available online and select shops. And so they're actually in New York right now. So usually it trickles down to us a little bit later. So maybe in 6 months.
Might get it then.
We'll see. And it's the malted milkshake fries flavored. So I don't know. $12, I think that's way too much. But you can get it online if you choose to. And if you know somebody that likes all that.
The malted milkshake, though, itself sounds good because I like malted milkshakes. I like the malts. I like that flavor.
Yeah.
It's like a Whopper in a frozen concoction.
I know. Now, I just it's going everywhere. Now you've got me, Holly. Okay. All right. So the FCC had some complaints about Rihanna's Super Bowl halftime performance. Did you watch it?
I did.
Okay. All right. Let's find out what one person said. Okay. Okay. Hang on. This year halftime show was. Okay. They felt like it was bad. Okay. Well. Okay.
I'm going to applaud her for doing it. Okay. So because she's pregnant and everything. I'm going to applaud her for getting out there and still doing it.
Yeah.
I did find that it was boring. In my opinion.
A lot of people, yeah.
But that's my opinion.
There was a lot of people, yeah. Well, but she did keep her clothes on.
She did. There was no wardrobe malfunctions.
I heard a positive on that. You know, she did keep her clothes on, and so you know that was I guess the takeaway positive.
It was just boring for me.
Yeah, I would have what I wanted so bad, and they didn't call me or ask me. I wanted them to come down I wanted to do her first song, the Umbrella. And I wanted them to have umbrellas and come down. And I know, and make almost a rain, because they can do that. You know what I mean? And they could make almost like a rain like that.
That would have been fun.
Oh, I think that would have been, and the football players, when they asked the football players what they really, because they asked the teams, what do they want to hear Rihanna? For fun, they asked, what would you like to hear her sing? And most of them said the umbrella. So I would have done that, because that's the teams wanted her to do that. And I would have really done that one. But, that wasn't my call.
Wasn't our call, was it?
Nope, no one called her. Nope. Maybe next year
no one asked about my opinion.
Yeah. Okay, Holly, another thing, too. It says in 10 years, robots will do 39% of our domestic chores. Yes.
Yes.
What was on the Jetsons? Rosie, wasn't it?
Rosie.
Oh, I always would love to have a Rosie. Wouldn't that be great?
It would be nice.
Rosie.
Rosie.
And Rosie, wouldn't she do the dishes and stuff?
Yes, I think she did everything. Cleaned the house, got the kids ready. I think she did it all.
Have a Rosie.
I know, right?
Yeah.
As long as Rosie didn't take over.
Well, and there's a movie out right now. Remember?
That's the scary part, is artificial intelligence taking over.
That would be very scary. Yeah.
Yes.
Rosie, you got to know your you got to know your place, okay?
That's right.
You got to know your place, Rosie. Okay. Yeah. So they actually so it looks like experts predict around 39% of the time spent on housework and caring for loved ones could be automated in 2033. The most likely chores are getting groceries.
But you know what? I like doing my grocery shopping.
I do too. Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
Like, I don't even usually do the curbside or whatever. I like seeing it and picking it out myself. You don't want the grapes that have some rotten ones on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do say, though, they really do, and a lot of times, like over here, I know at Walmart, they'll show you the produce before they put it, for you to okay it. And if you don't okay it, they'll bring it back. Oh, yeah, Holly, they're really good about that. Like, they'll show you to make sure that this is what you would like, and if you don't like it, then they'll go back.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, they're very nice about that. They work very hard to pick the best, and so, because they want to make sure. But I heard a lady the other day that said she likes the online grocery shopping because she doesn't spend much money, because she picks it out at home what she needs,
Right.
and then doesn't because a lot of times they impulse buy.
Right.
Like
you get there and you may be a little hungry, so that or something may look good, so then you just start picking everything up.
Or you'll see me digging up to the bottom of the clearance, finding that perfect right. And Brad always walks in. And he always knows, when he sees me looking down, he's like, "Hey, Becky," and I'm like, "Yeah." It's like dumpster diving.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
You can't beat those bargains. I'm telling you right now.
And
I don't know, and I can't speak for other Walmarts, but I'm saying with Salem, when they want to eliminate them, they knock them down. I mean, they knock. The prices go. So yeah. So. They're really good deal. But anyway, so that's your positive or your negative. So going to get groceries, shopping in general. But now that's another thing too. I do because you have to try things on this thing.
Right.
Because everything's sizes are so different. So
sizes are different. Or maybe it may not be the color that you thought it was, or
but these are supposed to be.
And shopping is one of my specialties.
It's a big pleasure. Now that's called therapy.
Yeah,
that's
right. Retail therapy.
There is a truth to that. Yes, absolutely. So that too, but this is like if you had a robot. No robot's going to do my shopping.
No. Now they can do the dusting and the sweeping and the mopping.
Okay, household cleaning.
Yes.
There you go. You get it right on there and you make yourself at home, okay?
Have fun with that.
I will charge your batteries.
That's right.
All day long. It will take you all day long. Okay, dishwashing. I would give that up. I don't have a dishwasher. I use my hand. So I would say that.
And picture little palm olive.
That's exactly
back
right.
in the 70s where she's soaking her fingers.
So, but I would give up my dishwashing floor. Would you let a robot do that?
100%. Do it.
Please do it. Yeah. Cooking. Yeah. Because you like to cook.
It depends. Like, everyday mundane cooking, okay, whatever. But when I'm in the mood to cook and be creative, that's my time.
Yeah, that's also your therapy too.
Yeah.
I mean, you do that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cooking and baking can be therapeutic for me.
Oh, it's true. It's written somewhere. I don't know.
If I have the time.
Yeah, right.
That's why I said it would have to be on my,
Yeah.
whenever I'm ready for it.
Yeah. And you have to commit. I mean, it takes time to do this, you know,
Yes.
to do something, especially when you're baking something or doing it right, you know. And, which can get really pricey too, you know.
Yes.
But on the meals, I do love to cook. I do like to cook. But I tell you what, there's nothing like coming home or being there and there's a meal.
Mm-hmm.
That's I just love that.
Yes.
I don't care what it is. You know what I mean? I don't care
Like,
what.
oh, you cooked for me? That's great.
Oh, that's hands down. I'm in. You know what I mean? That is like one of my, that's a purple cow, but I love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a corn dog on a stick. I don't care. You know what I mean? As long as, you know what I mean, I didn't have to do it.
That's right.
And I get to sit down and enjoy it. Yeah, that's good.
That's right.
Yeah. And because after you cook it a lot of the times, especially when the girls are little, and I'd be so much cooking, like after you spend so much time with it, like a roast,
You don't want to eat it.
I romanced that roast. I mean, that roast and I become one
Mhm.
all day long. And then at this point, it's like, you know, it's like,
Yeah.
I call it romancing.
It's the
Romance
truth, though.
starts
When,
in the morning.
it does. When you spend all that time cooking on it, you want to serve it and you want others to love it. But when they're like, well, come on, you need to eat, I'm like, no, maybe later. So I'm done with that food at that point.
I know. I've been with it all day long. You know what I mean?
I want to make sure everybody else loves it,
Yeah.
but I'm not so into it right now.
Or, you know, I mean, cause, well, and I always did crock pot. You know, when I talk about romance in the morning, I become one with it in the morning. You know what I mean? And tell it my intentions of what I, you know.
That's right.
This is like an old fashioned. You don't have to tell their intentions.
Uh-huh.
So tell my intentions of this roast. You know what I mean? And what I want from this roast. Put it in the crock pot, leave it. And there's nothing like though when you come home and that door and the smell.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do love that.
So
Yeah.
yummy.
Makes me feel like I'm somebody. I did that. You know what I mean? Yeah, my dogs are going crazy because they just smell that. They're like, oh, yeah.
We want some of that
Yeah,
too.
yeah, that just, you talk about a bulldog that'll get, you want to make a bulldog's ears perked up, or a Great Dane's ears perked up. That aroma going through the house, yeah.
They love it.
Oh, yeah, they know that, yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Also, so cooking, I would love that. Ironing and folding.
Yes.
I don't think we iron like we used to. My mom used to iron.
My mother still irons.
Oh, I love that.
And she still irons like her pillowcases. She wants her pillowcases ironed.
I couldn't cook either.
She irons every week.
She's such.
I can't. I don't iron at all.
Oh, no,
The only time I do is if it's like something where a really special event that I have to make sure that everything looks good. But even that, I might try to steam it
I was
first.
gonna say I steam. Yeah.
You know.
Steam, yeah.
But ironing, I know how to do it. I'm glad my mom taught me how
Yeah,
to do it.
yeah.
But it is not my thing.
Yeah.
There's too much other things I can do besides staying there all day and
Yeah.
iron.
I think they're making clothes more where they're not needing
Yes.
to be ironed.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Because nobody wants to do it.
I know. Remember what was it? The cotton, like the all wrinkled or whatever. Wasn't it cotton? That was short.
Cotton or the linen. The linen's really bad at wrinkling too.
Get away from that.
Go steer clear of those, man.
That's right. Get away from that rack. That's not. There's nothing. There's no maintenance going to be happening. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Let's see here. Making or mending clothes. Yeah.
No.
No. This is our robot's going to do it.
Well, okay. Yes, they can do it.
Well, I was
I'm
going to
not.
say, Holly, this is your robot. This is Rosie doing it. You're not doing it.
Go ahead, Rosie.
You go down, Rosie. That's right. I got all kinds of stuff I'd like to be made and mended. That's right.
If you just think about the mending for a second, okay? Let's just talk like socks.
Okay.
Remember, like people used to mend their socks. Holes get in them, they'd mend their socks, and they'd use it. We are such a disposable community.
Oh.
Like we get
Reach it.
holes in our socks,
Yeah.
throw away,
Yep.
go buy a new pair. We are such a disposable. TVs.
Yep.
TVs used to break down. You'd call the TV repairman. They'd come in and
No
fix
such
it.
thing.
You were done.
Yep.
Now it's like throw the TV. We are so disposable. It's sad.
It's true. It's
Yes.
very true. Very true. And it actually, it actually is a thing of the past. You know what I mean on that. And you're everything you're saying, you're 100% right.
Like your blue jeans, you get a hole. Well, we ain't even gonna talk about holes in blue jeans,
'Cause now
right?
they cut
But
them
now they want them that way. But before, you got a hole in your blue jeans, and your mom or your grandma put a patch on that thing to get you through a few more, however long. And patches on used to be a sign like, oh, you got a patch on yours. Like it used when I was growing up, having patches on your clothes wasn't a good thing because it meant that you didn't have the money to go buy another one. You know what I mean? But it was also a sense of pride as well. So you'd patch your holes in your jeans. You would knit your socks back up. You know, you would, something happened on your clothing, you'd put another button on there. You would fix it. You would fix your clothes. You would mend your clothes.
Yeah.
They don't anymore. Throw it away.
Yep.
Go buy a new one.
Absolutely. That is true. That is true. Yep. Okay, so Rosie could do laundry. What about laundry? Oh,
Have
at it.
Have at.
It is all yours, okay? That is one thing I would not mind giving up, okay? Let's see here. So the least likely stuff would be childcare. Yeah, no. Rosie's not going to be, no. I'm going to be the mom.
No, because again, that's where that artificial intelligence. No.
Nope. I don't think Rosie could handle all the drama.
No.
Rosie.
But you know, some days it'd be nice to have a break.
Yeah, well, I know.
Rosie, you go see what you can do for a minute. Go see if you can do a better job.
You go in there and
minute.
talk to that teenager, Rosie.
You talk to that teenager.
Yeah, you go.
Have that, Rosie.
You go knock on that door, Rosie.
Hey, I'm rethinking it, Nick, okay? I'm rethinking it.
Rosie might be good on that, right? That's right.
Rosie might have a better
would have
shot than me.
overload. Rosie would she'd burn out all the circuits.
The springs
That's
and
right.
all the bolts would start coming out of her with my teenager.
Yeah. Rosie, you go handle that teenager.
Yeah,
I love that. Okay. Also, pet care. That would be nice. Like if you have cats, like for
give them
Rosie
the
was
food,
to,
give them the water.
I mean, I don't have any cats
outside.
right now inside, but if you had like wanted to change the litter, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Make sure their bowls full of water and and food.
She can do that.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, and groom. Go ahead, and,
grooming them.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, the bulldog is like they're not really crazy about baths. No, I mean really. Okay, when I give them a bath, I take more of a bath. Okay. I am more clean and everything all over me than they are. Okay. Yeah.
It happens.
And they're very strong. Yeah. They get this Hulk strength when there's water. I don't
my
know
goodness.
why. And I've introduced them. Start when they're babies, and I have, but they still, as adults, they don't.
Oh no, thank you.
Yeah. Let's see here. Caring for another adult. I don't think Holly Thompson, I'm going to say, because right here at Salem Crossing, the care, there's no robot to give what the heart and give what you guys give.
No.
And you know that.
No.
I mean, and we're getting close on time, but it's got like gardening. If you want to like hoe my garden and what is it? Pull my weeds. Go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah. Hoe the garden and pull the weeds. Go right ahead.
Absolutely.
Pick the beans. Oh, I remember picking beans when I was little. Oh.
Yeah.
We had to pick the beans before we could go to the pool. And
They're never gonna end.
Y'all never gonna get to that pool. And here's the sun just barreling on you, and your friends are already there. But I'm picking beans. Then we could go to the pool. Teaching a child, no teachers and healthcare. There's no way.
No.
Nope. And and I do want to say because you're in here, Salem Crossing, you guys are rock stars, and you are, and we think the world of you, and you guys got such a great thing going, and always something, and always the great care, and I get stopped because a lot of people think I work with you, work there, you know what I mean, and I'm like, okay, that's okay, but and they, and they the great stories and the great tributes that they have, that how much they appreciated Salem Crossing taking care of their loved ones, and I love that. I love those stories.
I do too.
Yeah. So, and there's so many great things. Yeah.
A lot of great things. We do a lot of great things every day.
And I know we're getting close on time real quick. Don't forget respite care. They do respite, and if you have got some stuff you need to get done this spring coming up or ending the winter time, don't forget, check out and contact and go get a tour of Salem Crossing.
Or if you're going to take a vacation this year,
Yeah.
you need a week off, we can do the
Schedule
respite
it.
care for that too.
Schedule
Yeah.
it. Get it on the calendar.
That's right. Get it in the book.
My dad would say, advanced planning. I need advanced planning.
I'm all about that advanced planning.
Yeah, that was always hard. Anytime I tried to do something on the fly. Advanced planning, advanced planning. So, anyway, so thank you for coming in. Salem Crossing, you guys are fantastic. All right, let's thank our sponsors, Holly.
We'd like to thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Fox Purley Wealth Management, AFP, and Fantastic Sam's. Thank you so much, sponsors.
All right, thank you. Have a great day. Thanks, Holly Thompson.
Thank you.
Fantastic Sam's Cut and Color is hiring style.
This is the Rick and Bubba Show. The views and opinions expressed by the show are not necessarily those of the staff and management of this radio station, but they should be.
6 minutes past the hour. From the No Name Studio on the Bleeding Edge of technology, from Sweet Home, Alabama to the world, it is Rick and Bubba. Speedy, the real Greg Burgess, Helmsy, Eddie Van Adler, all here today. And welcome back for a brand new hour. Bill Bubba Buster.
Rick, glad to be here, and thank all of you for joining us, including the Elite Eight.
The lead eight are here.
I thought we had 4 people.
We're just calm down.
Hey, coming
Man
down.
on time.
Hey,
Look at me. Both of you.
Whoa. They
Whoa.
didn't want to take the way to the Elite Eight, so they're coming to take it.
Oh, they'll be here. You know what that is? That's selfish.
It's time.
And
Or
it's
you
some you don't see much.
Yeah. Or I may have lied to you today.
Okay, they're not even here.
Because I didn't want the uncomfortable.
Or they could just be late. Oh, no! All right, so are we going to continue anything to this face?
I don't know,
but every person I know is texting. They want to know if they should come.
By the way, just had to FaceTime Amanda, my wife, in the break.
Saw
and
that.
was entertaining.
What happened there?
Well, it was a little entertaining for Speedy. For some reason.
Very good. All I heard when I went by is take the black knob and turn it to the left.
So, and this is on me. The dogs got into some pots yesterday. Yeah.
Pot?
Some pots.
Oh, I thought it was about to say wow.
And
Like that movie about that man.
I tell you, these dogs may get me into the pot before it's all over with. But they got into these pots that are on the front porch that have this soil in them. There's nothing planted in them, but they turned them over and it got everywhere and it started, and then it rained a little bit. Now it's caked on the steps.
Sure it is.
And so she said, hey, don't worry about it. I'm going to get the blower out in the morning and take care of this. I'm thinking, babe, you don't even know how to crank the blower. Right. The backpack blower, it's a sure enough good one. It's not just
Commercial grade.
It is, and it's not just a full crank. You gotta prime it. You gotta choke it. All these things, and there's a system to it.
I'd like to see Amanda walking around with that on
Well,
her back.
and so I said, before you do it, you need to FaceTime me and I'll walk you through it, because otherwise you're just gonna sit there and pull that cord and you're gonna flood it and nothing's gonna start.
You know, it's one of those things in life. Listen, there's one of those things in life, and it always goes with some sort of equipment.
Yeah.
Where it's something you use all the time, and you know all the little tricks, and that moment hits you when somebody says, like, we have this with one of the four-wheelers at the farm. Hey man, how do you crank this forward and get it running? I mean, I know how to do it. If I was there, I'd get it cranked, no problem.
Just like
but
that.
now I'm trying to explain to you what you need to do. It's been sitting a while, and I can't really think how to describe it. I need to just be sitting on it.
Well, when she first called, she said, I've been watching videos on YouTube and I can't figure it out.
Oh my goodness.
And I said,
well, one of the kids take a picture of her with that.
I said,
strapped to her back.
I said, well babe, YouTube's not going to help you because there's a trick for this particular blower.
Is there anything worse than that right there?
Oh, no.
I told you I stomped one plant. I was so mad. I just stomped it. Well, Greg, I picked one up over my head to slam it into pieces, and all the gas poured out. Got a cold the picture's running down my back. I love showing yourself when you get hurt. I went absolutely bonkers. Oh, no. I did. I stomped the cotton down. What you get? You know you have
really
that.
didn't fix it.
No, actually, you know you have your list, the list of those jokes that work in any room. There's nothing they're not filthy, anything like that. But they kind of the best, some of the best jokes of all time. The little boy in the pasture with the lawnmower is one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a great joke. I'll go. Well, everybody knows that. I mean, it's a pretty big. It is. It just talks to how frustrating that is.
I hate pull cords so bad, Greg. When I'm getting it, I will ask, is there an automatic start
Oh yeah.
version of it?
So,
I just won't cut the switch and let it go.
Oh, there's nothing worse. Oh, let me tell you what's hilarious is Sherry, my wife, who is tiny. She claims that just the way that she was made by God Almighty, she claims that she can't full crank anything. She's an arm. She said, I can't crank it far enough for that. You do it. Like that. I'm like, that's funny.
My arms are not long.
Yeah, right. So
I'll walk you through it. So
And?
Speedy caught the tail end of
God,
it.
and?
So, but things like this, I didn't know how, to your point, I didn't know how to describe, like there's a little circle button bubble on there, and you have to push it. Like, I wanted to, I mean, exactly. And so I said, push that 4 or 5 times, in and out 4 or 5 times. Then once you do that, there's a black knob right next to that. Turn it all the way to the right. And she did that. And I said, now put your foot on the little platform, the bottom of the backpack lower, and pull a couple times. It's going to crank, then go dead. Then turn the knob. Then turn the knob back to the left, and then pull it again, and it should fire right up, and you'll be good to go. Well,
you must have a skill.
I do. or is it? It's a steel, not a skill.
Skills?
Yeah, he did.
I know what you meant.
Knew what you meant.
They all crank the same
I know.
way.
So at this point, Coco starts just barking, like would not stop.
Mine tried to bite the
I was getting
wind
elevated at that point. Speedy was like, "Hey, no. I'm like, I know. Dog's really bothering
getting
me."
elevated.
And so she got it cranked and then hung up. So I guess she
Good.
took it off.
Let it rip now. He was
Get
turning
off,
into
yeah.
bullet head.
Yeah, I was. Just for one
Hey,
second.
whoa.
And it was all about the dog. Coco would not shut up.
What about the dog? What about the dog?
Great.
Well, we go back to this. I'm gonna write a
No
book.
way for you to hear somebody if a blower's going and a dog's barking.
I'm gonna write a book one day, and the title of it's gonna be "What About the Dog?" And it's gonna be the guide to potential dog owners. Read this first. What to expect? Read this first. Yeah. And if you still want to move forward, then go right ahead. But you move forward every day. You know, this phrase, "What about the dog?" will now dominate your life. And if you're okay with that, then move forward. But if you're the kind of person that thought, "I don't know if that's for me," then don't. It's perfectly fine. Just know what you're getting into. So it won't be a very long book. So what about the dog? Paperback. A guide to potential dog owners.
No pitch.
Right. Hey, oh yeah, let's do that. That'd be great. Hey, what are you doing? Why are you going back now? What about that?
Now, the only thing that concerns me more than her removing the soil from the step is the fact that it is a commercial grade, and it will there.
Y'all are making it so small. She's liable to take off like a jet
Yeah.
And then our military might shoot her down.
But I'm worried about, we've cleaned up one mess, and now we've thrown pine straw everywhere, we've thrown mulch everywhere, and so hopefully there's nothing. You know what she's saying by doing this. Oh yeah,
You know why
should do
they-
this. Yeah.
You should be here, not fooling
Oh,
around with
absolutely.
tennis every day.
You're not, of course, the tennis is paying the bills. She probably won't say that. And probably won't. She's all about it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, she likes that extra check.
Right. Well, an extra check can get you all kinds of
It's not like I'm playing every day.
Hey, I'll be gone for a
I'm
few
molding young minds.
Sometimes I'll go and announce what I'm bringing back. Sure. You get that on the front end.
Oh, yeah.
Back before you asked her to cut the grass.
How about this? What's more
We don't do
complicated?
that.
What's more complicated, cranking that blower or trying to get a ticket to the right now?
I would say man shirt company.
So there's that
Yeah.
sound right there. Ain't that like? I think what we should do, if we want to turn into a feared country again militarily, is that all of a sudden the word gets out to our enemies that before our infantry comes after you, they all try to crank the push button. And it won't crank. We got them designed not to crank. And they work into a frenzy, and then we say charge. Right. Go. Couldn't you easily kill somebody after that? I'm just thinking to myself.
Basically, hot.
It is the most. I mean, it's
Sun bearing down.
I've spoken tongues before. I'm not even going to talk. Yeah,
I do wonder about back to the blower. I do wonder, like, she will get on to me sometimes because I'll just go out and blow leaves. And I
Oh,
love
man,
it.
if you
It's
got
almost,
one, go ahead.
you know, and so it's therapeutic
Hey,
almost.
I'm gonna tell you the electric one has come a long way.
And so
I'd like to change that.
I wonder if I'm going to get the report today of, oh, I see it now. I see why you like to be out here doing this. Or is it going to be the other way? I can't believe you enjoy
It's
this.
somewhat gratifying.
Yeah.
Well,
So
remember,
I wonder what
she's female.
Yeah.
So there's no guarantee she'll get it because she'd probably, she didn't think parties fun.
Yes,
We do. You know what I mean? No, it's just one of those things that men and women see differently. So just because it calms a man doesn't mean it will a woman. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, we're distinctly different.
Equal.
But distinctly different.
Oh, yeah.
Like going to get your toes done doesn't relax you.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a great one. Matter of fact, it makes us very anxious.
Touching my feet.
What are you doing? We'll be back.
We do with that file.
16 minutes past the hour. No, there's no nail on that one. Move on. More Rick and Bubba coming up right after this.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
Are you prepared for the unexpected? Now, it's only a matter of time before your out-of-warranty vehicles in the shop costing thousands. You can be prepared like us with CarShield. CarShield offers protection plans to fit every budget and includes 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, and rental car eligibility. Call CarShield now to save 20% on your plan, and you'll always be prepared for the unexpected. 1-800-465-6550 or go to carshield.com/Buck.
Would you do everything it took to protect your family? Of course you would. That's why we recommend Simply Safe Home Security. They make it easy to protect every inch of your home or even your small business with advanced security tech powered by 24/7 professional monitoring. Customize the perfect system for your home at simplysafebubba.com. Claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafebubba.com or visit rickandbubba.com under the sponsor. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
I thought learning a language would be too much work. Then I discovered Babbel. They make learning fun. J'aime Babette.
Babbel's lessons only take 10 or 15 minutes, quick and easy. And soon, you turn and realize, hey, I'm starting to speak another language. How'd that happen?
My friend from Italy said my accent and pronunciation is perfect. It's because Babbel's lessons are designed by language teachers and voiced by real native speakers. Each lesson is like living in another country for 15 minutes.
I love that there's all kinds of ways to learn. Babbel's podcasts or games or videos. You can even join live classes with a language teacher.
You learn words and phrases you actually use in real conversations.
In 3 weeks, I was starting to speak in another language. So easy.
If you want to learn a language, there's no faster, easier, better way than Babbel.
Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Need weekend plans? Check out what's happening in your local Lowe's. Weekending at Lowe's gives you and your family the opportunity to make us your weekend destination. Stop by for free workshops, events, and activities for everyone to enjoy. We're getting active with fun local events like our upcoming Lowe's Bucketball Challenge and Kids Workshop. Visit Lowe's.com/events for our full event lineup. Count on Lowe's for all of your home improvement needs. And now, activities in your community with Weekending at Lowe's.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements, automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. It's our ultimate Sleep Number event. Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed plus special financing. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details. Breaking news.
Tax refund shock is everywhere, but what is it?
My tax refund shrank.
Mine too. The culprit, pandemic-related stimulus payments and tax credits expiring. In this reporter's opinion, you need a tax expert.
Hey guys, Jackson Hewitt guarantees your biggest refund.
And tax prep is 50% off? Going there now.
50% off is a limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
Need weekend plans? Check out what's happening in your local Lowe's. Weekending at Lowe's gives you and your family the opportunity to make us your weekend destination. Stop by for free workshops, events, and activities for everyone to enjoy. We're getting active with fun local events like our upcoming Lowe's Bucketball Challenge and Kids Workshop. Visit Lowe's.com/events for our full event lineup. Count on Lowe's for all of your home improvement needs. And now, activities in your community with Weekending at Lowe's.
All right, folks, you've heard us talking about what Relief Factor can do for your pain for several years now. If you struggle with occasional aches and pains due to aging, exercise, everyday living, consider this. Relief Factor is 100% drug-free. It's made up of ingredients that simply help your own body deal with its natural inflammatory response. And we kid you not, Relief Factor is for real. And the majority of people who ordered the 3-week quick start for just $19.95 go on to order more. Try it at ReliefFactor.com or RickandBubba.com under the sponsor. Are you prepared for the unexpected? Now, it's only a matter of time before your out-of-warranty vehicles in the shop costing thousands. You can be prepared like us with CarShield. CarShield offers protection plans to fit every budget and includes 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, and rental car eligibility. Call CarShield now to save 20% on your plan, and you'll always be prepared for the unexpected. 1-800-465-6550 or go to carshield.com/Bubba.
Rick and Bubba to the house.
Pass the gravy, please. Ooh, it brings me to my knees. I can't start another. 21 minutes past the hour, the Rick and Bubba Show. 866-WE-BE-BIG is our number. All right, we got an update from Helms. His wife Amanda has tried to get on a FaceTime call with him to learn how to crank and use the commercial-grade blower to get rid of pot soil, the potting soil that the dogs have knocked over.
Yeah, they had knocked off a bunch of soil out of the pots, and then it rained and it caked on
So
there.
tell me what's happened.
So she got it cranked, and that's when she disconnected the minute she cranked it up, and then she gave me an update. She said, that was kind of fun.
That was kind of fun.
That's what she said. She said, when I first put it on, it almost blew me over a few times.
I bet. Yeah.
But then I got the hang of it, and it was enjoyable.
Well, how about that?
So,
Is it the one that you hold?
yes.
All right, sure enough, good. That's a good
Oh,
one.
yeah. Oh, it's
Somebody
it's
makes
good.
business.
Yeah.
So you can use it in California, but you can't use motors.
Right. All right, so Adler, I know Bubba sent you, which will be the most controversial video of the day.
Yeah, this will be the video to get us all in trouble.
All right, this is the one, so those of you in the golden ticket seats, y'all will be held accountable for this because we'll be watching your reaction. And people will know. Okay, so Bubba and I admit, Bubba and I have been in the large community a large portion of our lives, so we find heavy humor to be self-deprecating and funny.
I brought in my own folly video,
You did?
remember? When nobody had to know.
We had a woman, we had a woman that really, unfortunately, was named Peggy, that called the show and told us that we're insensitive and that that's mean.
Yeah,
and
that our wives wouldn't think it was funny, which they would.
Well, yeah.
Again, that's nothing different.
Right. Well, you know, if this was a girl show and we were the View, maybe you'd have a point.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's all men here, it's what men find funny. Usually, that'll make us laugh since we're all men. But
I think mine was.
yeah, I think mine would have too, but I did not get a chance to show it.
Yeah, Terry hadn't even brought it up.
As Sherry said at a conference we did together, those of you that think I don't have a sense of humor, have you forgotten who I married? So anyway, so here we go. This is where Mama tries to jump into the pit of balls at a
big pit of
at
foam.
a kid thing.
Yeah.
All right, so here we
Go
go.
with foam.
So is it foam pit? Okay.
Foam pit.
Come on, Mama. Come on, Mama. Oh, where did you leave? Oh, wow.
Disappeared quick.
That phone did not see that coming.
I don't think it's rated for that.
She's gone. Hey, baby, she's gone.
I mean, y'all, that would scare me. She's going completely under.
I feel like she may have popped out in China.
Guys, I don't think adults are supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, look, now we can't get her out.
Oh.
Now we can't get her out. Now we cannot.
Created a vacuum.
She's traumatized children everywhere. She created a vacuum. Oh my goodness, so we can't get her out. I feel so bad because now you got to think to get her out, only her husband should be in there. Because there's areas you're going to have to push on.
Yeah.
We got to get her going back. Now I will tell you, based on the structure, you may need two. But I mean,
Maybe
so
you change
you
that.
have to find a brother or somebody. But
Somewhere, at some point of this, you're going to hear the quote, "That's not my show." I think that's what we got. We got a little bit of that going on more.
Do you think the
Everybody
phone
being big.
tiptoe run? Yeah. Do you think the phone pit said, "I'll tell you what, this is only for kids. The whole bus you ever get out?
Is it not like a shallow end where she can just walk out the top?
I don't think so.
Huh?
It needs to be. See, look, to Greg's point, and everybody's point that we're making, that foam is designed for children, so it keeps them kind of afloat on it.
Yes.
But with her size, that foam can't float her.
Yeah, and it looks like there's a man in there too, and, and he's up to his shoulders as well.
See, she's learning right now, Bubba, about what physics are involved in a ship being able to float.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to.
I didn't know what you were about to say.
You got to have something going
Water
out.
displacement.
We got to displace some of that foam to get you to stay up there.
She got so tired so fast, too.
Yeah. Oh, imagine trying to climb out of this.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to climb out of there.
This reminds me.
Imagine the muscles that take.
I don't know how long they waited.
I mean, they can't move. They can't move.
How long they waited before they finally went in?
I feel so bad for Orange Shirt. I feel so bad for Orange Shirt. Sir, I love you, buddy, but with those bird legs, you ain't pulling her out.
No.
He's about to be pulled in.
You better bring somebody like us. We better get some husky men over there.
You better call David up.
You better get somebody that can squat. There's got to be somebody that can squat at least 500.
This reminds me of the best of bit of you skiing and the kids trying to get you out.
And I just finally start screaming, somebody help Daddy.
Somebody help Daddy.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it was awful.
Get up.
That's when I did a see, you know what I did based on Peggy's call? When I was so fat I couldn't get out of the water into the boat and I couldn't ski, stuff started coming out of the motor trying to pull me up. That was a wake-up call for me. Yeah. That was like, I got dropped down. Yeah. You know, I just broke a boat.
When you choke a mercury down.
If you choke a mercury down and nobody
couldn't get you
and nobody can get you in the boat, and what was supposed to be a life preserver said I wasn't rated for this.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, you got to do something. You scream, somebody help your meal ticket. Somebody grab the meal ticket. Help Daddy. I do commercials. Okay, so
I mean,
they ever get her out or not?
She obviously can't.
Did
touch
they get
the
her
bottom.
out?
She obviously can't touch the
Well,
bottom.
no, Speedy.
So
Can they
it
get
must
her
be
out?
kind of deep.
At
Look at that running.
Lives in that picture.
Yeah, and gone.
They come out and throw her something.
You know, it may not be as funny as the woman that was on the, what do you call those things on the rope?
Yeah.
Zip line?
Zip line. She flipped at the end of it.
Oh, that was the greatest piece of video. It's one of the greatest pieces of video that's ever
I
been
watched
produced.
it like 30 times.
Are y'all like me? I love watching America's Funniest Home Videos.
That's
Or
why
as
it's
my
still
kids
on,
call
though.
it the accident show.
Well, it's been on 50 years.
I mean, I just can't see enough people fall or get hit in the private.
And for those of you that don't understand our approach to this, we watched Bubba fall. It was pretty
Really
more.
more-
It was.
He brought it in on himself.
Right. Yeah. Bubba and I did a whole bit about he and I unable to get through Vine Crawl one time.
Yeah.
It's funny, sure.
We just never got out of there.
We just did me lock in a mercury day. I mean, it's. I don't understand why we lost the ability to laugh.
I fell in lows and couldn't get up.
Right.
It's just really falling. Is just,
You don't want anybody to get hurt.
No, but
You don't. It's not real bad.
you remember when Blair and Karen fell in the mall with the Rick and Bubba jersey on?
It's fantastic. So we got to
That's
get
the best of it.
And she fell where you could see our logo, which I appreciate.
Right.
But and look, I had one that if I had security cameras on the back of the house then, it would. I'm talking about y'all would ask right now, say, can we see Rick one more time? so we have these rock steps. You know, our backyard has it's terraced down because it's one of those slopes. So over years, different landscaping projects. You got this, and then you walk down to the next level, and you walk down to the bottom of the yard because it all slopes down. It's a terrace kind of stuff going down. So in between those are rock steps. There's rocks that you can walk down steps. Well, over the years, we've been there over 20 years, moss has developed on them and all this kind of stuff. So when it rains, it is slick. And the stupid dog wouldn't come back in. What about the dog? And I said, I'm coming down there. And I hit those steps in some flip-flops. And I'm talking about, I could see them up in the air. That's how bad I was. Now, keep in mind, there's 3 rocks, so I got to hit them all. Boom, boom, boom. And I mean, it was a mighty fall. And I know that my neighbors who could see out the window, they probably lived an additional 5 years off that. Yeah. Because it was so much joy. You know? Bottom of the hour. We'll be back. More Rick and Bubba next.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that really actually matter. Like the gap between your bed and wall that's big enough for your phone, but not your hand. Or the gutters growing their own trees. Or the wall outlet your kids keep calling smart. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be your heating or air conditioning. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Give Seth and Marshall a call today at 812-967-3742, and we'll be glad to take care of you.
Born on Valentine's Day in 53, WSLM with variety. Cause WSLM is so modern and smart. We want to be your own sweetheart. Let us be your Valentine to hold you down. Please listen daily to the singing sound. Say now, Salem, Indiana,
WSLM, the auto racing station of the nation.
Cheese is going where it's never gone before. To the bottom, Papa John's is flipping the pizza over and putting it underneath the crust. Papa John's crispy parm pizza features their thin crust seasoned with a blend of shredded Parmesan, Romano cheese, and can be ordered with your choice of toppings. The crispy parm pizza gives you an added crisp bite provided by the cheesy crust baked to perfection. Enjoy the crispy parm pizza with one topping for $12.99 and get one in time to celebrate National Pizza Day on February the 9th. Call today 812-883-3369 for order to pick up or delivery, or use the Papa John's app to start earning Papa Rewards. Better pizza, better ingredients, Papa John's. This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana, for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, this is Salem Moore of John Jones. It's the season of love, and we are going to have you fall head over heels on our deals here at John Jones. These may even be sweeter than your Valentine. If you don't look back at your ride after parking it, then you own the wrong car. Let me play matchmaker for you and your new ride. With over 600 vehicles in inventory, Cupid Zero can easily hit the mark while you are on the line here at John Jones. Not able to take time to shop on foot? Not a problem. See all of our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com and set up your appointment today by calling 877-473-5546. We look forward to seeing you in one of our showrooms across Salem, Scottsburg, Greenville, or Portland. And again, I'm Salem Moore, and remember, you see so many as they paid so little.
.com/Bubba for 15% off. Buy Raycon.com/Bubba or find the link at rickandbubba.com. Hey folks, our friends at TheraBreath have some good news. If you have bad breath, try TheraBreath Fresh Breath Oral Rinse. TheraBreath is dentist formulated by Dr. Katz himself. Over 25 years ago, he created an oral solution for his very own daughter and her struggle with bad breath. Now today, that expertise is available to your family with oral health solutions and a range of clinically proven products. The stuff works, and TheraBreath doesn't mask bad breath like those burning alcohol mouthwashes that can actually irritate sensitive mouths. TheraBreath has a gentle yet effective mild mint flavor that is, and listen to this, alcohol-free, free of gluten, and is certified kosher. Plus no added dyes or colors. If you need one more reason to believe TheraBreath is effective and worth a try, they offer a money-back guarantee. Find TheraBreath in all your favorite retail and drugstores. Just look for that bright orange cap or online at TheraBreath.com. You can also find a direct link at rickandbubba.com under the sponsors. TheraBreath, confidence in every capsule. The folks at MyPillow have launched MyPillow 2.0. Now this innovative MyPillow has brand new temperature regulating technology to keep you comfortable throughout the night. Core body temperature plays a big role in how you sleep, and this new fabric technology helps regulate your body temp by creating a lower surface temperature for a more restful sleep. The MyPillow 2.0 is available in 4 loft levels with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. And of course, it's made right here in the USA. And folks, MyPillow.com/Bubba has all kinds of other special radio deals for you when you use our special code BUBBA. Their Giza Dream bed sheets are also buy one, get one free. And there's great deals on my slippers, my coffee, clothes, and their 6-piece towel set is just only $49.99. Take a look at the brand new MyPillow 2.0 and head to MyPillow.com/Bubba. Use the code BUBBA to get in on this buy one, get one free MyPillow 2.0 deal.
Texas
Bubba Show. Thank you for being with us. Let's look ahead. All right, today, lunchtime with Gregory. If you want to see the real Greg Burgess, Birmingham, Alabama, or you're in Birmingham visiting, you can go see Greg 11 to 1 today. He's got lunch for you at Henry Hoover Auto Mall. So maybe you Panama City hanging out today. Maybe you come from Missouri, Georgia. So Greg's there in the market. Just want to hang with Greg, spend some quality time with him. He'll have pizza there for you today at Henry Hoover Auto Mall. Also, let's look ahead. Of course, the Man Church Conference starts tonight. That's sold out. Some of you are still scrambling, trying to get tickets, and we're helping you as we can. That'll be tonight. Excited about that. Now let's look forward. So coming up next week, Read Across America is going to be here before we know it. That's coming up on March the 2nd. So Read Across America, Rick and Bubba's world's largest classroom. We do read Green Eggs and Ham here. And so what we want from you, teachers, is to make a note of that and use your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, and we want to see pictures of you and your class being part of the world's largest classroom. And you send those to support@rickandbubba.com. Support@rickandbubba.com. So get that on your calendar coming up next week. Also on March the 3rd, we will be going to Pottsville, Arkansas, First Baptist Church near Russellville. And we'll have Andy Blanks and I will go up, and they'll be doing Man Church. And they're doing the men's discipleship strategy. The two of us will be there speaking at this men's gathering, and you are welcome to join us on March the 3rd. So other things available, we got some more Man Churches going on in other markets. You can find those at manchurch.com. We've got one coming up Sunday night, and then another one coming from 3rd too down in South Alabama. So you want to check those out. All right, so we've been trying this new thing with the phones.
We're going to try this again.
Yeah. So now,
I didn't mean for it to turn into this big
no, I think it's good.
experiment.
We're trying to get better phones, and then we'll take some phones from people when we come back. So Helmsy is trying to be, he's our guinea pig. He is. So we did like him using Wi-Fi and being on FaceTime. We like that a lot.
Which really wasn't a fair test. This will be more accurate.
Now he's going to use a cell only. Is that right? And we're going to see about.
For some reason, I told him to go the road. I don't know why.
Watch out.
I go Greg.
Hello, Michael, calling from Birmingham. Hey, Michael.
Hey guys, how are y'all today?
We're doing great, buddy, man. Hey,
Don't you love it? Don't you love it when people ask how y'all are doing?
No,
I do. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing good.
On a phone troll, I think to myself, wow, that's time they'll never get back.
Yeah.
Get to your point. But you know what that is? It's not, and some of it is sincere, but a lot of this, and I've done this, I almost have to keep going.
Yeah.
So like this conversation going, you don't even know you said it. You're just kind of mumbling some things.
So, Helms, you're totally cell now, not Wi-Fi?
Totally cell, remove the Wi-Fi. I'm actually walking down here by these, I don't know if y'all seen these new trucks that recovery can be stored here in inventory. Thought I'd come down here and check those out, and so I'm just walking around the parking lot.
I'm hearing the buzz.
You hear me okay?
That's the best phone call we've
I'm hearing the buzz. It's just coming from this channel.
Hey, Greg, won't you find something?
I'm hearing the buzz. Okay.
You're not hearing things. It's there, but it's not. I don't hear
to infinity and beyond. Let me tell you this. I'll take that all day long, or what we can get.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, could you do me a favor and start jogging? Let's just see how it does.
Yeah, man. I need to jog anyway.
Okay. If he was in a bad cell area and
jogging,
it might be
I'm back here by the van. Kind of like what we jog the Rick and Bubba mobile assault vehicle.
Tell him to come back towards our truck. I'd like for you to jog by our window.
Oh, well, that's a long way. I must come back around.
Come on,
where are you?
We're ready for you.
Yeah, I can't hear him for the building over here by Edgar.
What do you say? I can't hear
Are you at Edgar?
Oh, wow.
Get us a dozen fingerprint cookies while you're there.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted the experience to be real. But now there's somebody out here wondering what I'm doing. Looking at me strange. You ain't got that right yet.
You know there's still
I get so excited thinking about it.
You know there's still something to burger.
Oh, yeah, box. All right, okay, that's it.
By the way, I'm about 50 feet from the window.
Wow, the closer he gets, the bigger the buzz.
Hey, I can hear the buzz.
Hey, how about this? I want to see you dig it. I want to see you dig it. Greg. Why do I want him to trip? All right, bye. Thanks, Tim.
Yeah, thanks, bud.
All right, so now talk to me about how we did everybody go ahead and call Speedy? Is everybody got to call Speedy? Yeah. What do we need to do to make it all work? That's next step.
Well, they would have to
I hate
call
to say it.
Speedy in this setup.
I hate to say it, but probably 99% of college don't have speed. Greg, why don't you just back down? We
Well,
know
we're
that.
gonna
We're
give it
trying the technology, Greg. We all
He
know
knows a
that.
lot of people.
We know that potential
We'll make
pitfall.
Speedy's number our new hotline.
There you go.
No,
Yeah.
y'all, hey, Rick and Bubba history, y'all done that twice. You've given my phone number out.
You're going to have to buy an iPhone for the studio.
Can I tell you this? Since we got so many people visiting today from different markets, I gave them your cell phone ticket.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I give it out all the time.
Things pop up.
All right, so
I'm going to set up a hotline if you guys don't mind. Then we'll go to Speedy's number. It will be 866 Weedy Balls.
You are wrong. You are wrong. Good job.
I'm trying to help.
That's good.
I'm trying to help.
All right,
Hand
so,
wave to the girls upstairs too. They're looking at.
all right, so let's go back. Let's go back to this again. So we would need what's got to happen.
Well,
for people to have that option,
essentially an experiment to prove that with the right algorithm, you can have a decent signal, even with the lower band.
I didn't get this.
So we can call.
We got to figure it out.
But your phones now, the show
you
phone.
see, it can be done over cell.
Right. I guess what I'm saying is, and I don't know
The
how this
algorithm that they're using for the voice is not good.
somewhere right now, young Scruggs, the engineer, somebody, I don't know what he's doing because he's probably not listening, it'll make it even better, but he's too busy, he's walked away from the show. Somebody's running and said, you ain't gonna believe this, Rick and Bubba now wants you to set up FaceTime and he's like, I just got the pop stop.
Yeah.
There's an app for that. Hey Greg, I'd like for your baby brother to know me.
He's probably adjusted his transfer.
Let's go here. Step out, Greg, for a bad echo. I like echo. But you can't call it the right time. I know, I'm answering, I just answered. But you can't do it right there, Rick. What do you want me to do? Go run like that? Yeah, I want you to go interview somebody in the parking lot. Ready, go. I want you to go sit your truck. Go sit your hand yourself.
You know, what we do is drove around.
Ooh, go do that, Greg. Go see you in a minute.
Peace out, Greg.
Peace out. Greg, don't do that parking lot. That's crazy. You're 4 o'clock, get that parking. Hey, once you ride around, just let us know when you're out there. Yeah, I'll holler at you. So we know it works. We just don't know how to implement it.
Right. We need to think on it.
There's, and we're already getting emails. People say they're. We give Speedy the number out. Go ahead. There's certain phones that 205 provide this.
Yeah, there's different apps.
Let's do
have their own
phone
communication.
Yeah, but we don't have that today. Let's try it with speed.
All right, here we got 2 options. First of all, Greg, get our shit. I just ignore it. Yeah, I was about to say, people call you all day. What would I mean, really, it wouldn't change your life. Nah. Greg, you call it. You know why? They can call all day. Yeah. What you call? No, I do that. I'll do that on my ride to Oxford. We could try. I could try one more time. No, now you got a base. Terrible. You got all that's worse than what we had. What's Chris's problem? I don't know. We saw him on the news the other day. We want to ask him about that. So, Anna, why was Chris Wood not want to talk to you? Maybe he's working. Maybe he's working. He gets up early. Something happened at the hockey rink. You wait a minute. Wait a minute. How old is Chris Wood? Oh, yeah. Nice. I didn't call. So that's why. Because I was about to say, if he was younger, I would think to myself, are you telling me the only young person in his entire generation that won't take the call while they're working? Yeah. Like, you're right. I got some people working in I don't know if they just they're so driven to get their numbers done, or most of them they will continue the conversation into the rest of the person I mean, speaking of the residents, y'all know if you got new P-bands? North Carolina. When do you go? It's time to change. North Carolina. When you look at it, go, we need more. Yes. I like the ones with balls out. The what? Balls out. The what? Okay. Hey, Rick, I have to make a statement.
Remember when you called me last Friday after the show, and you had a clip? Maybe it was the Friday before.
I don't.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was still here. You had just left, and I picked up the call. I was in the back. What? You called me? I didn't know. I thought it was an emergency. Yeah, I was having stomach cramps with the whole thing.
I appreciate that. I'm glad you held it from me. The concept would have really thrown me. It would have been weird. You couldn't tell. You'd have hung up. You'd have hung up. I felt very weird. Rick works in your car wash shop? No, car wash guys work there. By the way, Red Shoes is back in this morning, and a lot of the people that listen to the show, they were saying, any chance we see Red Shoes today? I said, of course there is. You know that? Have y'all seen Rubber Boots? I haven't. Got them Herman Survivors on. Yeah. Stayed in there a while, too. Yeah, he's got a problem. Phone calls are next. Any topic next. Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
Breaking news.
Tax refund shock is everywhere, but what is it?
My tax refund shrank.
Mine too. The culprit, pandemic-related stimulus payments and tax credits expiring. In this reporter's opinion, you need a tax expert.
Hey guys, Jackson Hewitt guarantees your biggest refund.
And tax prep is 50% off? Going there now.
50% off is a limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
Did you hear about Taco Bell's apology? Yeah, they apologized for going too far with their breakfast. Like the naked egg taco and chicken biscuit nachos. It was too much. All you need in the morning is tasty, simple food. Like the breakfast crunch wrap. Fluffy eggs, melty cheese, sausage, crispy hash browns, wrapped in a warm tortilla. Or, as some call it, a breakfast crunch thing. Grab one today, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell stores during breakfast hours only until 11 a.m. While supplies last, contact local store for hours and participation which vary.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you're allergic to pork or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month. And that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network, so yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need, 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
Well, it's Rick and Bubba inviting you to be with us again tomorrow for a brand new edition of the Rick and Bubba Show. Rick, it will be a busy show as always. We'll comb the headlines. We'll have a little fun, maybe a laugh or two. We want you to be part of it. Well, how are they part of it? 866-WE-BE-BIG. We always love chatting with you. Catch us tomorrow on the Rick and Bubba Show. Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
Good morning. Each morning at the Cox Crow radio station WSLM AM and FM signs on the air with its regular program activity. WSLM AM 1220 on your radio dial is authorized for the Federal Communications Commission to broadcast on a frequency of 1220 kilohertz with a power of 5,000 watts. WSLM FM 98.9 on your FM radio dial is authorized for the Federal Communications Commission to broadcast on a frequency of 98.9 megahertz with a power of 50,000 effective radiated watts. Both WSLM AM and FM are licensed and owned by Don Martin of Salem, Indiana. Radio stations WSLM AM and FM are located atop Linear Ridge, east on Highway 56 in Texas. Throughout the broadcast day and night, WSLM AM and FM will strive to bring you the best in radio entertainment, information, music, news, religion, and sports. Stay tuned with us day and night for a variety of programs. You'll find that WSLM offers better balanced programs, something for every member of your family. There's a smile all the while at 1220 and 98.9 on your radio dial. And now stay tuned for our first program.
Introducing Papa Guys, the new Facebook station at Papa John's. You'll get 8 favorite huge electrical toppings of our fresh, never-frozen dough, rolled up to your choice of 3 unique delicious courses. Chicken parmesan, jalapeno, or Oreo cookies. Get an order today. You can share or call and order just for yourself. Chicken parmesan fries are made with fresh dough, grilled chicken, parmesan cheese, and pizza sauce. Finished with garlic parmesan seasoning, served with pizza dipping sauce. Jalapeno bites are made with our fresh dough topped with their signature cheese, Alfredo, and jalapeno, rolled up, cut into 8 shareable bites, and baked to perfection. Served with ranch dipping sauce. Oreo cookie bites are topped with cheesecake filling, Oreo cookie pieces, baked to perfection, and drizzled with icing, served with icing for dipping. Remember, Papa John's, right here in Salem. Call 812-883-3369 for your order or pickup or delivery. Better pizza and better ingredients, Papa John's. This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana, with the John Jones Auto Mall.
Hello there, this is Dalen Moore of John Jones. It's the season of love, and we're going to have you fall head over heels on our deals here at John Jones. These may even be sweeter than your Valentine. If you don't look back at your ride after parking it, then you own the wrong car. Let me play matchmaker for you and your new ride. With over 600 vehicles in inventory, Cupid's Arrow can easily hit the mark while you are on the lot here at John Jones. Not able to take time to shop on foot? Not a problem. See all of our inventory online at johnjonesautoGroup.com and set up your appointment today by calling 877-473-5546. We look forward to seeing you in one of our showrooms across Salem, Scottsburg, Greenville, or Corning. And again, I'm Jalen Moore, and remember, you see so many because they paid so little.
The Lutheran Mission Federation and St. Peter's Lutheran Church of Brownstown, Indiana, invite you to pray the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Caring people make the difference. You can feel it the minute you walk into Meadowview Health and Rehabilitation. Experts in long-term care. Not just doing a job, but following a calling. They're here to help you and your family find answers, solutions, and peace of mind. In fact, they become an extension of your family. For more information about Meadowview, visit ASCSeniorCare.com or call 812-883-4681. That's 812-883-4681.
Fantastic Sam's Cut and Color is hiring stylists. If you're driven, creative, and ready to make an impact, then we're looking for you. We offer competitive salaries, flexible schedules, and professional training. So bring your creativity, style, and drive to your local Fantastic Sam's today and show us what you've got. Fantastic Sam's. Real salon experiences. Real savings. Real fantastic.
I called you guys a while back and we talked about it. I was the one who saw the large quantity of extremely obese families tubing up in Gatlinburg.
That's another piece of award-winning video.
That is possible. It's just a large number of large people coming over a waterfall and tubes.
Yeah.
And how ashamed our wives were for us sitting there watching.
Yeah, but they don't.
Yeah, but you guys said it was. Yeah. You said it was good. We should not be ashamed of it.
No. I mean, look, it's. I mean, I don't know who might have seen me when I came down. I came down a tube one time, and because we're all big, we picked up a lot of steam.
This is former assigned to the CBS Sports Minute. Almost everyone knows that future Hall of Famer J.J. Watt has retired, but some bureaucrat named Dylan recently texted Watt requesting that the 3-time Defensive Player of the Year take an HGH dry blood spot test. My reaction? What? And JJ's actual response? Well, I don't know what happens when you click report junk, but I think I'm about to find out. Sure you did, JJ. I'm sure you did.
This is an important notice to consumers facing $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt. You may not be required to pay it all back because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe if you qualify. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. These programs, which the credit card companies like to keep secret, exist to aid American consumers struggling with overwhelming credit card debt by offering tremendous savings and real debt relief. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. They've helped qualify consumers with over $1 billion in debt and are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So don't wait. Get the relief you need during these hard economic times. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now. Call 800-585-8282. 800-585-8282. That's 800-585-8282.
Blood clot coffee, and I wouldn't have been able to, get rid of that coffee breath without that TheraBreath.
That's right. What a day.
I appreciate that.
What a day. How about you? If you want to complain about our commercials, don't complain when your head nestled into my pillow. I'll tell you that. Now, I've had a lot of people email me that. I've got people going, I have this product, that product, whatever, and I would not have had these products if it had not been for commercials. We don't ever apologize for commercials. We love them. And I'm quoting every sales manager on this network on that. Yeah. Especially the ones sitting right across the room. Let's go to Justin out of Georgia. Justin, go ahead.
Hey guys, I was wondering if y'all seen the interview with Deion Sanders when he was talking about how he recruits quarterbacks versus defensive linemen.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but people told me the content of it.
Well, he was saying that he wanted like a two-parent home for his quarterbacks and rather his defensive linemen be, single mother and going out there.
Yeah, I heard about that, but I didn't hear it myself. But I did hear that exact quote I just said. Right. Yeah.
Now, if anybody else had said that, they would be, he's
having that fun. Yeah, it wasn't at all.
If anybody else had said it, really
tongue in cheek. Yeah, that's fine.
Look, you know what Deion's doing, grabbing headlines and attention and recruiting.
All right. Well, it goes back to what I say about the field, but right now that part it goes back to the joke for the coaches to remain that used to say about we had athletic dorms. If we've got a season coming up and I've not been called to the dorm in the middle of the night for some kind of issue, we're not going to be very good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there you go. Let's go to Brandon. Brandon, welcome to the Rick and Bubba Show. Go ahead.
Hey, I know that the men's conference is sold out.
Yes.
But I have a proposition.
Okay.
I'm supposed to go to a marriage conference. You got anybody that wants to swap this weekend? That's good.
Oh, boy, that's a good one. Any takers.
Even swap.
Gosh, that's a good one. Yeah, let me tell you something. If you're going to go to a marriage conference with your wife, you better wear shoes that can handle being stepped on.
Yeah, you need steel-toe boots.
Yeah. Did they ever think anything in a marriage conference might apply to them? Ever? Elbow up. Yeah,
I'm not saying it. Right.
It's a marriage conference. He's talking to both of us.
It's Friday. I'm trying to save the weekend.
They're talking to both of us, not just one of us. Chivo said he probably wanted to eat an even swamp. His delivery was good. He'll give his seat up to my swamp. Changed his voice. He's going to a marriage conference. Sure. Top of the hour. 866 We Be Big is our number. If you're leaving us, hope you have a good weekend. Catch Rick and Bubba University, the podcast this weekend. John Brennan, he was season 2, if you remember MTV's Real World. He's got new music, and we talked to him this weekend. Rick and Bubba.
Kentuckiana's home for the best rock classics 24/7. 365 97.9 WSLM.
2 words, junk science. That's what the doctors call meaningful.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Military experts point to more misery with no end in sight after a year of war in Ukraine. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin says more than 50 countries are working together to help give Ukraine what it needs.
If we pull these pieces together, I think the Ukrainians are going to have a pretty good capability by the time that they look to launch their next offensive operation there.
Right after the Russian invasion on February 24th last year, President Biden called Russia's assault on Ukraine an unprovoked, premeditated attack. This week in Poland, the president framed the war as a test of global democracy. One person is dead after a severe winter storm pounded the upper Midwest and the northern plains. The storm killed a volunteer firefighter in Grand Rapids, Michigan, when they came in contact with a downed power line. Power outages have been reported from Wisconsin to New York, and the storm has left many roads across the region impassable. A cold winter storm is bringing snow to parts of Southern California. We haven't seen it in many years, including the Hollywood sign. This man says he had to see it for himself.
My dad texted me, he's on the East Coast, and he was saying, oh, it's snowing in LA, and I looked it up and I saw that Hollywood Lake Park had snow, and so I drove right over.
Mount Lee, home to the Hollywood sign, got a light dusting snow for a few minutes on Thursday. That could happen again today. A ruling by a federal judge in Texas could block access to an abortion pill across the U.S. A group of anti-abortion doctors is asking a judge in Amarillo to vacate the FDA approval of the abortion pill epapristone. The group claims the FDA improperly approved the drug back in 2000. And California lottery officials are confident they've identified the real winner of the record $2 billion plus Powerball jackpot. This follows reports that a man is suing, claiming the winning ticket sold in Altadena was stolen from him before the November drawing. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Here comes the weather boys, and we're here to the weather report. It's here, it's here. Oh, it's here! Snowing warmer! Snowing warmer!
Find your outdoor adventure at the Ford 68th Annual Indianapolis Boat Sport and Travel Show, February 17th through 19th and 22nd through 26th at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. Over 750,000 square feet of the latest boats, RVs, power sports, motorcycles, Tackletown USA, travel destinations from across North America, and much more. Save money and buy tickets online at IndySportShow.com. And don't miss the 25th Annual Indiana Deer, Turkey, and Waterfowl Expo during the final 4 days of the sports show, February 23rd through 26th at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. It's the largest hunting expo in the Midwest, displaying the latest hunting, archery, and waterfowl gear. Hunting outfitters from around the globe. Learn from the pros at the Hunting Seminar Series. Get your deer scored and see the Hoosier Record Book Hall of Fame. One ticket gets you into both shows. Save money and buy tickets online at IndySportShow.com. Another Renpro production.
Becky White from Wslm, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana, for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, this is Jalen Hoare at John Jones. It's a season of love, and we are going to have you falling head over heels on our deals here at John Jones. These may even be sweeter than your Valentine. If you don't look back at your ride after parking it, then you own the wrong car. Let me play matchmaker for you and your new ride. With over 600 vehicles in inventory, Cupid's Arrow could easily hit the mark while you are on the lot here at John Jones. Not able to take time to shop on foot? Not a problem. See all of our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com and set up your appointment today by calling 877-473-5546. We look forward to seeing you in one of our showrooms across Salem, Scottsburg, Greenville, or Court. And again, I'm Jalen Hoare, and remember, you see so many because they paid so little.
Caring people make the difference. You can feel it the minute you walk into Meadowview Thompson and Rehabilitation. Experts in long-term care, not just doing a job, but following a calling. They're here to help you and your family find answers, solutions, and peace of mind. In fact, they become an extension of your family. For more information about Meadowview, visit ASCSeniorCare.com or call 812-883-4681. That's 812-883-4681.
Fantastic Sam's Cut and Color is hiring stylists. If you're driven, creative, and ready to make an impact, then we're looking for you. We offer competitive salaries, flexible schedules, and professional training. So bring your creativity, style, and drive to your local Fantastic Sam's today and show us what you've got. Fantastic Sam's. Real salon experiences. Real savings. Real fantastic.
From the Wslm Weather Bug Weather Center, you're never more than 20 minutes away from the latest weather. For this afternoon, mostly sunny, heating temperatures to 45, not much of a breeze. Increasing clouds overnight tonight, temperatures fall to a freezing 32. I'm Casey Chapman, and this forecast is brought to you by Salem Hardwood Lumber.
Candidates with just the right skills and experience so you can quickly prioritize who you'd like to interview and then hire. It's why small businesses rate LinkedIn Jobs #1 in delivering quality hires versus leading competitors. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the candidates worth interviewing. Did you know that every week over 50 million job seekers check on LinkedIn? Yeah, post your job for free at linkedin.com/Bubba. That's linkedin.com/Bubba to post your job for free. Or rickandbubba.com under the sponsor. Terms and conditions apply.
Radio's Dream Team. Rick Burgess, Bill Bubba Bussey, Calvin Speedy Wilbur, The Real Rick Burgess, Helmsy, and Eddie Van Adler.
The hour. From the No Name Studio out here on the bleeding edge of technology, from sweet home Alabama to the world, thank you for being with us. So, Bubba, we start another hour together. Everybody ready? On the program, and Bubba, we will start this hour with everyone's favorite vice president. Everyone's favorite vice president. We would say she's the first female president, but then that would indicate gender. So we're not sure what to do there. But so here we go. The song you're ready to sing for the vice president. Kamala. You know when Boy George sang the lyric, I'm a man. No conviction. Slightly questionable. Everybody. Here she comes. Everybody. Hey. Vice President of the USA. Come on. Quite the little wordsmith. All right, so here she is.
Awkward moment by the vice president.
Speedy, you need to leave the room on this one. And if anybody has to confirm Andy Blanks is watching, remove him from the TV. Here is Vice President Kamala Harris walking in awkwardly to no response, and she has to ask for the claim. All right, so... Oh, no, not... Oh, yeah, this is sad.
Well, please stand as she enters the room.
Oh, it's totally cricket.
You can clap. It's okay.
Still there. You'll be okay soon. You'll be fine. They're all struck, Kamala.
Have a seat.
I'm all struck when you walk out there. I'm like, what's happening to this kid? So,
once again, reminded that we all hope that President Biden holds us.
you know, one breath away. So,
I got tickled. I didn't do the second verse.
So what happens now? I don't even know what to do with 2B. What is this, Adler? Help us with this one. What's happening now?
This is during the same meeting with some HBCU people. That was who didn't really want to clap or feel it or need to clap. Here she announced she's going to talk about the Divine Nine. Divine Nine is a council composed of historically African-American fraternities and sororities, but it's just so weird. It is. It's
Well,
laugh.
do you think when she walked in, since it was a historically black college, the confusion was somebody said, "She's white"?
Hey.
No, well, I mean, it's. I mean,
We've only got 50.
Okay, all right. So here we go. All right.
That's my Divine Nine.
I'm going to start that over.
On the list.
So bad. I'm going to start that over.
I wish I wasn't even. Now I know what it feels like to be on.
On the list of family to me, I said my Divine Nine family. And there were people looking at each other, what's Divine Nine? And I thought to myself, you about to find out. But there you go.
and then the 3 Mississippi Solid.
God,
please.
she is beat. She is beat. This is unbelievable.
On the list of families to me, I said my Divine Nine family. And there were people looking at what's Divine Nine? And I thought to myself, you about to find out. But there you go. On the list.
But there you go.
I'm screaming. I'm so uncomfortable. I have to just go. Yeah.
Well, she first of all, she thinks she's walking into a historically black college that there's going to be an eruption of standing ovation because of her history-making nomination. Okay, if you count gender and you know, and so she doesn't get much of a reaction there. Now she thinks I'm going to drop this Divine Nine thing, which shows I'm on the inside.
I felt like the lady sitting there didn't know.
I don't think she did. And then
y'all get that?
Yeah, I absolutely did, Bubba. And then she thinks this is going to be a phrase that eruption I didn't get when I walked in, I get it now. And it doesn't happen again. And then it's like,
it's also scripted too. It's just so bad.
So fake, so propaganda, so pandering.
Yes.
And it just comes across as just crazy awful. Is this what I just
Yeah, yeah, this is it. Every day, every second.
That lady does not know what to do.
That's my Divine Nine family.
See, right there, she thinks that's the line. Just do it right there.
There were people looking at what's Divine Nine? And I thought to myself, you about to find out. But there you go.
That's unbelievable. I'm not sure what it is. But there you go. There you go. We got some calls. She thought they were going to laugh. And then we got some calls over there.
No. When she said she's about to find out, she thought they were going to laugh.
She thought,
and they did, and she was like, oh.
She said, if I haven't on the room yet, I got it. If I haven't on the room yet,
Just forget it.
This Divine Nine comment is going to bring.
You know when you make a statement, you keep your mouth open, you're not jazzed.
Come on. It was so awkward. She finally had to find a way to audibly close it, and there you go. And you know that's when it's bad when you have to say something before you can even move on. You have to give the official word, and I'm done with this narrative. I'm done with this narrative.
Do you think she just tries too hard?
Yes, 100%. That's a good word.
I mean, I think
Tries
there's
too hard.
times she could just not say anything and just sit there and she'd be fine.
Well, here you're all over this. Because let me tell you,
I think she feels insecure.
People that I've always found myself that put me at ease too. Okay, because there's no worse feeling than to be watching someone in a public forum and you begin to pull for them.
Yeah.
Come on now.
You can do
Come
it.
on. Come on. I really have always made, it's weird to use this word, but it's going to sound redundant, but there is something to it. The people that make you the most comfortable are the people who are comfortable in their own skin. They know who they are, they know why they're here, and they know how to communicate their principles. But see, when you're in a position where you don't really have any of that, you're not sure who you are, you pander, you're trying to figure out what the vibe is.
You want to play the room.
Yeah. But those that come in with confidence, they're comfortable in their own skin, they know who they are, and they have the ability to communicate why they believe and have convictions that they have. Those people make everybody comfortable, even if you disagree with them. And there's a certain, she wants so much to be cool, but you can't make yourself be cool. You either are or you aren't. And one of the things that makes you cool, what she desires, are you command the room, is to be comfortable in your own skin, and she's just not.
All right, let me ask you this. Who in the Biden administration do you think, from top down, is the best communicator? Where does that start?
John Pierre said that Biden was.
Right, Biden, yeah. There you go.
No,
so that's out.
I think really.
It's not the president or vice president, so they're out.
Keep going down the list.
Not John Kerry, whatever czar he is. Who is it?
I hate to break this, but I believe it's Buttigieg. What about Kirby as defense department?
No, he's terrible.
Not John Pierre.
I'm not saying.
Not the one.
That's her job.
Not the one whose job is to communicate.
Right.
Not her. We got one of hers again today.
Sam Britton? Oh no, he was
It's not. Yeah, it's not AOC.
You talking about old lipstick?
Yeah. Do y'all remember when Hillary Clinton told the Breakfast Club that she keeps hot sauce in her purse?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like every single thing that Kamala Harris does is a hot sauce moment.
Yeah.
It just makes you, it's so big.
She's trying too hard.
Yeah.
What Bubba said, she's trying.
Relax.
She's trying too hard. Just relax.
Yeah.
All right, we'll come back. Speaking of Jean-Pierre and great communication, we've got more. More Rick and Bubba coming up.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
The folks at MyPillow have launched MyPillow 2.0. This new innovative MyPillow has a brand new temperature regulating technology to keep you comfortable throughout the night. Now, core body temperature plays a big role in how you sleep, and this new fabric technology helps regulate your body temp by creating a lower surface temperature for a more restful sleep. Available in 4 loft levels with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Head to MyPillow.com/Bubba to buy one, get one free on the new MyPillow 2.0. Our friends at TheraBreath have some good news if you have bad breath. Try TheraBreath Fresh Breath Oral Rinse. TheraBreath is dentist formulated by Dr. Katz himself. TheraBreath doesn't mask bad breath like those burning alcohol mouthwashes that can actually irritate sensitive mouths. It's alcohol-free and free of gluten with no added dyes or colors. Find TheraBreath in all your favorite retail and drug stores. Look for the bright orange cap or online at TheraBreath.com. You can find a direct link at rickandbubba.com under the sponsors. TheraBreath, confidence in every capful.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month. And that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network, so yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements, automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. It's our ultimate Sleep Number event. Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, plus special financing. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Better sleep can change your life. That's because sleep is a core pillar of health, just like nutrition and exercise. So if you're not getting enough of it, ZQL invites you to take our Better Sleep to Better Health Challenge. Join today at ZQL.com to get weekly sleep tips from experts and learn how ZQL, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, can help enhance your journey to better sleep. ZQL's Better Sleep to Better Health Challenge. Visit ZQL.com now.
Did you hear about Taco Bell's apology? Yeah, they apologized for going too far with their breakfast. Like the naked egg taco and chicken biscuit nachos? It was too much. All you need in the morning is tasty, simple food. Like the breakfast crunch wrap. Fluffy eggs, melty cheese, sausage, crispy hash browns, wrapped in a warm tortilla. Or, as some call it, a breakfast crunch thing. Grab one today, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell stores during breakfast hours only until 11 a.m. While supplies last. Contact local store for hours and participation which vary.
It's time to think about your tax refund. And Jackson Hewitt wants you to think biggest. As in, we guarantee you'll get your biggest refund, or your money back plus $100. Who offers that? Come to think of it, nobody. It's one of the biggest guarantees out there, and why you can't just file with anybody. For your guaranteed biggest refund, go to Jackson Hewitt today. Your wallet will thank you. When every dollar matters, it matters who does your taxes.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us.
For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call Intel Technologies Advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
When inflation is this high, we're all pros at finding creative ways to save on everyday items. That's why I have to tell you about Upside. Upside is an incredible app for anyone who buys gas, groceries, or dines out. With Upside, you're not getting slammed by inflated prices because you get cash back on every purchase. Now, to get started, download the free Upside app and use the promo code BUBBA25 to get 25 cents or more back on every gallon of that first tank of gas. That's promo code BUBBA25. Get cash back today with Upside.
Rick and Bubba's in Ohio.
Pass the gravy, please. 21 minutes past the hour. The Rick and Bubba Show. We are back. 866. We be big. So, we're trying to think who is the best communicator in the Biden administration, and it's really crickets. We haven't come up with much on that, but so we have Jean-Pierre. Heather, were you going straight to that, or have you gone back and found the hot sauce comment? Yeah, because I know this hot sauce comment from the past owns you.
I can't find it. I got KJP ready to roll. But
Let's go to KJP. Yeah, that was fine. You had you mentioned that in passing, and I didn't know. Sometimes you do that.
That might be worse than the compliment.
But anyway, so Jean-Pierre, right out of the gate, and really, you can. This is those moments where the truth will rise to the top a little bit. The left, sometimes they just yearn for the Obama. They're just like, how have we got this person into the White House for such a lot of things? They just get him there. But then sometimes, some of the worst things that can ever happen to you is for you to get exactly what you want. And now they've got to take this old man and try to parade him around like Weekend at Bernie's through a term, and now he's out there babbling that he wants a second term. And every now and then there'll be a Freudian slip. And here's one from the press secretary, Karine Jean. Yeah, here we go.
Okay, so today, as you all saw just an hour or so ago, President Obama announced that President Biden. Whoa! Sorry. That is news.
Sorry, I was just dreaming. Yeah, or I'm talking about the person who's actually running the country. Get the right thing. That would be it. So you believe he is in sweatpants down the basement, running the show? Yeah, there are people that absolutely believe that. And Biden's a robot. Yeah. So anyway.
Okay, so today, as you all saw just an hour or so ago, President Obama announced that President Biden. Whoa!
All right. So now this is the thing again, because this is the problem with the woke and this is what's wrong with our country. We have elevated wokeness above anything.
Oh yeah.
If we can just be woke and everybody applaud our wokeness, it doesn't matter how disastrous it is. It doesn't matter how people are getting killed every weekend. It doesn't matter how much our economy is in the tank. It doesn't matter. And none of that matters as long as we are woke. And to be woke is to be the ultimate. Even if your woke accomplishment has not led to excellence.
You're not going to hear excellence in this description of things she's proud of.
All right, so here we go. And this is that thing they always remind us of if things are not going well. So here we go.
I want to take the opportunity to lay out how diverse the President's cabinet has been, how diverse the President's administration has been. The cabinet is majority people of color for the first time in history. The cabinet is majority female for the first time in history. A majority of White House senior staff identify as female. 40% of White House senior staff identify as part of the racially diverse community, and a record 7 assistants to the President are openly LGBTQ+. So again, this is something that the President prides himself on, that he actually has taken action to show the diversity of this administration.
Didn't hear excellence in there at all.
Yeah, how's it going, boy? Can I tell everybody?
How about somebody's good at economics? I really wish we had that.
Yeah, I promise I don't care what color, what gender they claim they are. Jean-Pierre, every time she stumbles around, I would like to remind you that I'm female, minority, and I am gay. So Rick, yesterday, save your criticism.
Yeah. You or Bubba Buck One said, but see, for them that is.
Well, it's an accomplishment, but what they're missing, and we love sports now,
It's box check.
Yeah. What if all of a sudden I came up to you and said, today's the day that I'm going to announce I diverse my team? Well, I'd want to wait to do that when I had a really good team.
Yeah, be winning.
Okay, I wouldn't run the list when we're losing or our team's no good. I would take this list because it would elevate all these different aspects of our society and our culture. If I wanted to talk about how diverse my team was, I would wait till I had a good team. Then that reflects in a positive way to all the people I just listed.
Yeah, get the inflation down.
Yeah,
Get the inflation down. Get the GPD going the right way, and get gas prices down, and then introduce your staff, and we'll recognize that they're diverse. You don't have to say that.
Yeah, I hate to bring this up, but you really do need to care about the excellence of your economy and your country as much as you do your sports team. And I know that's not who we are, and we probably pay the price for it. But we really do need to care about that. So what I always say is, whatever you wouldn't tolerate from your favorite team's coach, we shouldn't tolerate from the president or from this administration. And if you're
or any of your elected officials,
if your coach had an 0-10 going, okay, and was going into the last 2 games of the year, and they were 0-10, and you're furious.
But what if he identified it?
Right, but what if all of a sudden he said, now before y'all get mad about our 0-10, I do want to remind you that this team has the first, we have the first majority of female players ever in history. We have some who identify as female that are biological males. We have 7 assistants who coach the team, and we have 12 players on the team that are openly LGBTQ+. So y'all don't want to stand down on being critical of our O&D. You would look at him and go, I hope we fire you this year. We won't win. We want a good team, and if you give us a good team, good. If it has if all this is covered on our woke team, but our woke team wins, then woke on. But I mean, if our woke team loses, then I don't want to hear about woke.
Be excellent. We'll notice the diversity. Diversity shouldn't be the goal. It should be a subpart and a byproduct of us being excellent.
Correct. And it will. And it will be. Yeah.
Well,
here you go. Let's just use sports analogies. Greg just said I shouldn't say this. Sports analogies.
The best team, let's just use football. The best team in football right now, they're not very diverse. Look at them.
Right? But we don't care. I don't care. They're the best. Yeah. But I ain't worried about who's diverse or not. And nobody else is either. They just want to win. Okay, you had a scary statement.
Yeah,
that wasn't that. But they're not. That wasn't. They ain't anything diverse about the lineup of the Kansas City Chiefs. No, there's not, and I don't care. No, people down south. Doesn't bother me at all. A lot of people down south left racism because it gave them good teams. Yeah. I mean, you know, you think there is a football fan out there, to Greg's point, that gives a rip about the breakdown of the ethnicity of their team?
Not if you can block the score for
right. Yeah. Exactly. So my point is, now you lose, you'll hear some critical stuff.
Yeah. But it's because of the losing, not because of the diversity.
Correct.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
But when you start losing, you question everything.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. You had to go do it, didn't you? Here's the Hillary Clinton thing.
Y'all flashback.
Come on. Trying to talk
2016.
What's something that you always carry with you? Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You getting information right now? Hot sauce in my bag? Go check right now.
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Somebody grab her bag today.
Yeah.
You think there's any? You think there's any?
No.
Yeah, you never eat hot sauce.
Still, of all the Hillary votes, my favorite and the strangest is when they were hustling her into that van in Metal Park.
Every time they go
Y'all think that's normal?
Right there,
Metal
like
Park is
John
just falling out on the ground like a tin man? Huh? I mean, hey, I'll pay y'all the break. Y'all won that bad.
All right, well, it's true. When we come back, we're going to do a mic troll. So golden ticket seats, get ready about what you would like to ask, what comment you'd like to make. We're going to mic troll the golden ticket seats next.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that really actually matter. Like the gap between your bed and wall that's big enough for your phone, but not your hand. Or the gutters growing their own trees. Or the wall outlets your kids keep calling Sparky. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be your heating or air conditioning. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Get set that Marshall will call the day 812-967-3742, and we'll be glad to take care of you.
Born on Valentine's Day in 53, WSLM with variety. Cause WSLM is so modern and smart. We want to be your own sweetheart. Let us be your Valentine the whole year round. Please listen daily to the singing sound. Say now, Salem, Indiana,
WSLM, the auto racing station of the nation.
Cheese is going where it's never gone before. To the bottom, Papa John's is cooking the pizza over and putting it underneath the crust. Papa John's crispy farm pizza features their thin crust seasoned with a blend of shredded Parmesan, Romano cheese, and can be ordered with your choice of toppings. The crispy farm pizza gives you an added crisp bite provided by the cheesy crust baked to perfection. Enjoy the crispy farm pizza with one topping for $12.99 and get one in time to celebrate National Pizza Day on February the 9th. Call today 812-883-3369 for orders, pickup, or delivery, or use the Papa John's app to start earning Papa Rewards. Better pizza, better ingredients, Papa John's. This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana, for the John Jones Auto Net.
Hello there, this is Jalen Moore at John Jones. It's a season of love, and we are going to have you falling head over heels on our deals here at John Jones. These may even be sweeter than your Valentine. If you don't look back at your ride after parking it, then you own the wrong car. Let me play matchmaker for you and your new ride. With over 600 vehicles in inventory, Cupid's Arrow can easily hit the mark while you are on the lot here at John Jones. Not able to take time to shop on foot? Not a problem. See all of our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com and set up your appointment today by calling 877-473-5546. We look forward to seeing you in one of our showrooms across Salem, Scottsburg, Greenville, and Court. And again, I'm Jalen Horn, and remember, you see so many as they paid so little.
Gold you purchase. Your free silver bar offer expires in 14 days, so hurry. Go to learbubba.com. Attention, all you coffee drinkers. There's a brand new brew that you definitely want to make part of your daily ritual. If you enjoy delicious, good coffee like us, my coffee needs to be your new drink. It's organic, which is so important because if not, then it contains chemicals banned in this country decades ago. You've heard us talk about My Pillow for years on this show, and now they've got my coffee direct from the mystore.com website. Go to mystore.com, enter the code BUBBA to save 25% off your order of my coffee, or find a link at rickandbubba.com. Our friends at TheraBreath have some good news if you have bad breath. Try TheraBreath Fresh Breath Oral Rinse. TheraBreath is dentist formulated by Dr. Katz himself. TheraBreath doesn't mask bad breath like those burning alcohol mouthwashes that can actually irritate sensitive mouths. It's alcohol-free and free of gluten with no added dyes or colors. Find TheraBreath in all your favorite retail and drug stores. Look for the bright orange cap or online at TheraBreath.com. You can find a direct link at rickandbubba.com under the sponsors. TheraBreath, confidence in every capful. Are you prepared for the unexpected? Look, it's just a matter of time before your out-of-warranty vehicle is in the shop costing thousands. Now, if that unexpected breakdown happened today, would you be ready? You can be with a plan through CarShield. With CarShield, you don't have to worry about repair bills. CarShield administrators will have you completely taken care of. Your car is more than just getting you from point A to point B. Traveling by car is always a way of life. So pick up the kids, I'm going to a new restaurant. Cars are a daily essential. CarShield offers protection plans to fit every budget, and it includes 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, and rental car eligibility. Call CarShield now to save 20% on your plan, and you'll always be prepared for the unexpected. Call 1-800-465-6550 or go to carshield.com/Bubba. That's 1-800-465-6550. Save 20% today or go to rickandbubba.com under the sponsor.
Two men who warned you that soccer would destroy the country. Rick and Bubba.
warn you. Here we go. 866 3D Big. That's how to get here. But in this segment, all you need to be is here in the golden ticket seats. We'll get the wireless mic ready to go. Update you on some things you need to know coming up today. The real Greg Burgess in Birmingham, 11 to 1. You can hang out with him, have a lunch at Henry Hoover Auto Mall if you're visiting or you live around here. Some other things to look for, the Men's Church Conference, see all of you. I'm getting all of your emails. I see you on social media. Traveling from all over the country to Oxford, Alabama starts tonight. Doors open at 6. It is sold out. There are some people that ended up not able to use their tickets. We kind of buried them with some people who needed tickets. So all that's worked out. And if we can help you with that, we will best we can. But here's some other things coming up. Sunday night, Warrior, Alabama Crossroads Church, Man Church. It is a man church service as they go through the strategy. They've been at the strategy a while there in Warrior. Blake Prime will be speaking to those men on March 3rd. Andy Blanks and I go to First Baptist Church, Pottsville, Arkansas. We'll be speaking there. You can join us. It's free, but they do need to know that you're coming. That's up there near Russellville on March the 3rd. Also on March the 3rd, Westview Baptist Church, Opp, Alabama. Brian Gunn will be there on the same day, and they're rolling through the strategy as well. This will just be their next Man Church. All that's at themanchurch.com. Or if you got other members of the Rick and Bubba show there, we'll all be found at rickandbubba.com under upcoming events. All right, so we've got the mic troll ready to go. So here's how this works. Are we going to time them too, or if we're trolling? I mean, we almost have to time it.
Yeah, we'll give them timeouts.
Yeah, 2 timeouts are available. So you need to make a comment, ask a question. Speedy has the wireless mic here. Test it, Speedy. Test 1, 2.
1, 2, 3.
They need to meet you at the logo.
I'm so uncomfortable. We don't know if anybody actually wants to come to the logo.
Yeah, well, when that happens, then
Of course, Claire's here. She'll say anything.
Well, when that happens,
Claire takes pictures.
when that happens, there's kind of an awkward what we call a Kamala moment. A Kamala moment, and that means there's an awkward pause. It's not good, and then if that happens, we'll awkwardly go out in the parking lot and look for people to talk out there.
Again, this is a way for us to try to get away from this terrible phone line.
All right, so who's up first? Oh, Greg, this is it. I couldn't ask you anything better. All right, so here we go. So one of our Missouri guys. Here we go. Okay, Mitchell, what's your comment? You have 30 seconds to go.
I've been here an hour and a half, and Greg hasn't made fun of my voice yet. And I'm wondering, if I should be offended by that, or if that's just this softening heart from his grandkids. Surgery in 3 weeks.
That's good. That's a great question. That's a great question.
I didn't realize it was that bad till now. so I will be making fun of you on your way out. Mitchell, what do you have going there? What is that?
Vocal cord nodules, but they're not like Rick's where the rest of them they go away as a virus. So
wow. Oh, wow. So the voice just starts going away. Yeah. Is it contagious? What are you whispering about?
Speedy thought it was contagious. That's why Speedy was moving away quickly.
No offense. Yeah.
Well, good luck to you.
I stopped counting 15, so.
Wow. Really?
Oh, my goodness. Greg, how about this?
Is it like a real bad surgery? Like they knock you out or what?
I assume this time out's gone.
Well, they could follow us.
Yeah. Well, you got to give it time out. Yeah, so one time out's gone.
The first 4 times I did it, they said, "Have you should do something like surgery for time." The next week he said, "Man, you're going to do this for the rest of your life, so when you're ready, by the time you have scar issues and scar issues."
Wow. So when you get it done, by the way, I've never had go back to normal.
Not my throat.
I really wish this was on my team.
Did your voice go back to normal after the procedure?
It gets better. It's never like it was before I had this, but I've got a sweet spot for about 3 months where I can hold the pitch. It doesn't sound very good anymore, but I want to sing in church or something. I can hold that pitch. I don't do it very loud because it still doesn't sound great, but I can physically hold it.
Greg, I've met him twice. Well, 3 times. I've never heard him talk.
Okay. Make fun of that, Greg.
Usually it's about a month before my next surgery.
Yeah. He's horse guy every time I've heard him. Yeah. Thank you, Whisper. Yeah. Yeah, God bless Greg. Greg, there's no need to pile on. Surgery. Greg, I'd like to thank the Whisperer for showing up. Greg, you've heard of a horse whisperer? There he is, the Whisperer. I looked out in the parking lot, horses are everywhere. Anybody else have comments, questions? Anybody in? Here we go. All right, here we go.
Well, I have the. I'm George.
Hey, George.
Hey, George.
Your voice doesn't sound nothing. Only one timeout's left. All right.
We actually hear George. It's a mic control, so do I get one shout out for Mama?
No.
I won't do it then.
Yeah.
All right. So the only thing I have is I think we could prove the whole Hillary thing if she just went on the Edgewater Hotline.
No, that's true. Have you ever seen that show? Oh yeah, man. You know that. That's a fantastic show.
And it gets crazy.
Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, you can't say shout out to your wife who listens to this. Sorry. All right, here comes Tim Chick, another birthday, but it's tomorrow. Hey, Tim.
I was just wondering for Adler, being a new dad and everything, how would you find the time to travel around promoting the new
Good, Tim. Fantastic delivery. Tim, I love that a lot. That's really good. Well done, Tim. Good delivery, too.
God loves you.
Yeah.
Here comes the birthday girl.
Oh, I got a birthday now. I got a birthday. Yep.
Why don't you get your phone?
We've got a good question. It's going to stir the pot a bit. I'm Ellis. I'm from Huntsville.
Hello.
So, how do we feel about sending all this money to Ukraine when we leave our borders open, can't feed the homeless here in our own country?
Did you expect that?
I did not. Not from somebody wearing a hat.
I really did. Yeah.
Hey, don't underestimate the blonde.
That's right. How about that? Well, and I think, it's one. Here's where the problem is. The problem is when you get to the point where you're not allowed to ask that question. And I mean, that is a question, because sometimes it is odd to say the government, and they do this, and it is odd for us to hear, because it's almost like our parents always told us what money doesn't grow on trees. You don't know where money comes from. That check represents what's in our account. Because I remember saying we just write a check. You may have been a kid. But our government seems to tell us sometimes there's no money for this, and then other times there's unlimited money that never ends for this particular cause. And so people go, well, if you could unlimited send money to them, couldn't you just unlimited send money to us? And I know it's all about prioritizing all that, but at some point, are we out of money?
Well,
apparently not.
It's a great question. You have to look at it two ways. One, what is it costing us to prop Ukraine up right now? What will it cost if Ukraine falls and Putin decides to go after Europe? We're talking about Third World War. We're talking about millions of people killed. So, and you think, well, he wouldn't do that. Well, we didn't think he would attack his neighbor either, unprovoked. So he's crazy and can't. So, do we fight them there with somebody else using our weapons, or do we fight them in Europe or possibly in the United States? It's a hard question.
Yeah, and it is, and you see that with everything, because even the thing that you're thinking about on even the poor, is that the comment? Poor, right? Our own people, right? And then you think about things that are happening in our own country. You can almost put the same scenario on those. How much would it cost not to?
Yeah.
How much? All of those. All of those. Yeah.
I think the thing that would, obviously, I wish we had a better, clear picture of what we're going to accomplish. How's this going? What's the exit strategy? We used to hear that all the time. Are we going to try to prop up Ukraine long enough that Russia gets tired of trying to do it and finally just goes home? That could take 20 years. We don't know.
Well, we've been in these situations before, and we've been in these situations before where we did exactly what you're talking about for all the right reasons, accomplished nothing, and then just fell anyway.
Yeah, I mean it's the real way to long-lasting peace is overwhelming victory, and we've seen that. Then we went to let's just hem in the communists. We did it in Korea. We tried to do it in Vietnam, and they will die on the vine, and they did to some degree. But we still have those problems today. We've still got the Korean War problems. So I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Well, I do think it's always a mistake, no matter how good the cause, for any politician wearing the red color, blue color, or somewhere in between, to ever announce, we will continue an unending flow of money to fill in the blank. I would never announce that to anybody, because you're just opening yourself up to, so you'll keep sending it no matter what. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of people.
You have to say we got to see certain things in order to continue to send.
some people can't stomach the truth. You know, we know how that goes.
Yes.
But there was a lot of people thought after we had atomic weapons in 1945, we should have told the world, anybody that we catch even working on this, we will annihilate you. They will not be a tree standing in your country. And when the Russians did it, we should have gone after them then. We wouldn't have had any problems then. Tough to the stomach, but it is the truth.
Well, the truth is this. It is tough to stomach, but the statement you made a minute ago is just a live truth. There is no peace if there is no all-out decisive victory. Yep. And I think all-out decisive victory usually costs less than never-ending whatever this is called.
It just drags on.
It drags on.
Mission Creek.
Yeah. You got to pick who you want to win and then have them win.
Yeah.
But not sort of, kind of, maybe.
And now people have nuclear weapons. You can't solve it that way sometimes.
No? We'll be back. More Rick and Bubba next.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
It's time to think about your tax refund. And Jackson Hewitt wants you to think biggest. As in, we guarantee you'll get your biggest refund, or your money back plus $100. Who offers that? Come to think of it, nobody. It's one of the biggest guarantees out there, and why you can't just file with anybody. For your guaranteed biggest refund, go to Jackson Hewitt today. Your wallet will thank you. When every dollar matters, it matters who does your taxes.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Need weekend plans? Check out what's happening in your local Lowe's. Weekending at Lowe's gives you and your family the opportunity to make us your weekend destination. Stop by for free workshops, events, and activities for everyone to enjoy. We're getting active with fun local events like our upcoming Lowe's Bucketball Challenge and Kids Workshop. Visit Lowe's.com/events for our full event lineup. Count on Lowe's for all of your home improvement needs. And now, activities in your community with Weekending at Lowe's.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network, so yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Well, it's Rick and Bubba inviting you to be with us again tomorrow for a brand new edition of the Rick and Bubba Show. Rick, it will be a busy show as always. We'll comb the headlines. We'll have a little fun, maybe a laugh or two. We want you to be part of it. Well, how are they part of it? 866-WE-BE-BIG. We always love chatting with you. Catch us tomorrow on the Rick and Bubba Show. Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
Good morning. Each morning at the Cox Crow radio station WSLM AM and FM signs on the air with its regular program activity. WSLM AM 1220 on your radio dial is authorized by the Federal Communications Commission to broadcast on a frequency of 1220 kilohertz with a power of 5,000 watts. WSLM-FM 98.9 on your FM radio dial is authorized by the Federal Communications Commission to broadcast on a frequency of 98.9 megahertz with a power of 50,000 effective radiated watts. Both WSLM AM and FM are licensed and owned by Don Martin of Salem, Indiana. Radio stations WSLM AM and FM are located atop Radio Ridge east on Highway 56 in Salem. Throughout the broadcast day and night, WSLM AM and FM will strive to bring you the best in radio entertainment, information, music, news, religion, and sports. Stay tuned with us day and night for a variety of programs. You'll find that WSLM offers better balanced programs, something for every member of your family. There's a smile all the while at 1220 and 98.9 on your radio dial. And now stay tuned for our first program.
Introducing Papa Bites, a new taste and station from Papa John's. You'll get 8 savory or sweet delectable pockets of our fresh, never frozen dough, rolled up in your choice of 3 unique, delicious choices: chicken parmesan, jalapeno, or Oreo cookies. Get an order today to share or call an order just for yourself. Chicken parmesan bites are made with fresh dough, grilled chicken, parmesan cheese, and pizza sauce, finished with garlic parmesan seasoning, served with pizza dipping sauce. Jalapeno bites are made with our fresh dough topped with their signature cheese, Alfredo, and jalapeno, rolled up, cut into 8 shareable bites, and baked to perfection, served with ranch dipping sauce. Oreo cookie bites are topped with cheesecake filling, Oreos, cookie pieces, baked to perfection, and drizzled with icing, served with icing for dipping. Remember, Papa John's, right here in Salem. Call 812-883-3369 for your order or pickup or delivery. Better pizza and better ingredients, Papa John's. This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana, for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, this is Jalen Moore at John Jones. It's the season of love, and we're going to have you fall head over heels on our deals here at John Jones. These may even be sweeter than your Valentine. If you don't look back at your ride after parking it, then you own the wrong car. Let me play matchmaker for you and your new ride. With over 600 vehicles in inventory, Cupid's Arrow can easily hit the mark while you are on the lot here at John Jones. Not able to take time to shop on foot? Not a problem. See all of our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com and set up your appointment today by calling 877-473-5546. We look forward to seeing you in one of our showrooms across Salem, Casper, Greenville, and Court. And again, I'm Jalen Moore, and remember, see so many because they paid so little.
The Lutheran Mission Federation and St. Peter's Lutheran Church, Brownstown, Indiana, invite you to pray the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Caring people makes a difference. You can feel it the minute you walk into Meadowview Health and Rehabilitation. Experts in long-term care, not just doing a job, but calling and calling. They're here to help you and your family find answers, solutions, and peace of mind. In fact, they become an extension of your family. For more information about Meadowview, visit ASTSeniorCare.com or call 812-883-4681. That's 812-883-4681.
Fantastic Sam's Cut and Color is hiring stylists. If you're driven, creative, and ready to make an impact, then we're looking for you. We offer competitive salaries, flexible schedules, and professional training. So bring your creativity, style, and drive to your local Fantastic Sam's today and show us what you've got. Fantastic Sam's. Real salon experiences. Real savings. Real fantastic.
Cleaning, doesn't it? Lunch is on you.
National
Yeah,
championship.
back to back to back. I ain't never been nothing but a dog. There you go. So we'll get you that. So lunch is on you today. We always say whoever wins there. All right, to the phones we go. Thanks to all of you for being here today. I hope you have a good time. Let's go to Brad, who's in California. Brad, welcome to Rick and Bubba. How are you today, buddy?
I just wanted to call my all before call. I was listening to the archive today. I didn't listen to the show today yet, but
guys, whenever you call in, you're talking to Rick and Bubba. You're not talking to millions of people. Don't think about that. Have your stuff in a row. There's a little bit of a delay in the phone call when people call. And when Rick puts you on, you just start talking. I even considered this. I'm really sure John's from Nashville. I gave him my name was Fred from California, and I was able to talk just fine. Be ready.
Be ready. We didn't even get your fake name right. We called you Brad. All right, so let's go to Kurt out of Georgia, home of the Smiths. Kurt, go ahead.
Hey guys, I was wondering if y'all had seen the Netflix special, Maydol Murders, Southern Spirit.
I've seen one episode. Is it Maydol? Murdoch. They pronounce it Murdoch, but it looks like Murdoch. Murdoch. I saw that story when Dateline did it months ago. But I have not seen the Netflix deal, and I know the trial's going now. I've seen one episode. It's very bizarre. Yeah. And it's something about the fact that he's got so much forehead makes it even. Yeah, you know, it's got a lot of people watching there. That's a lot of weight. 5 hands. Yeah. To the phones, we continuing to go. Dustin out of Mississippi. Dustin, go ahead.
What's up, Finnegan?
You, buddy, go ahead.
Greg, you missed the perfect opportunity. The whisper guy. That's got to be James Snuff in the skies.
Did he say that? Does he whisper? No. Well, it's got a strong voice. It's just out of key. Yeah. All right, let's listen.
Now, you can sing Looking for a Seat.
You really need surgery. All right, so let's listen and see if it sounds like it.
Well, this next and final song is going to be one that has made me pretty famous over the last few years.
Yeah, well, he's a little horse. More than I thought.
A lot of places I didn't think I could be at. But it was the first time on stage, New Year's Eve 2002, with one of the best quartets out there today, Brian Free and Assurance. And I was privileged to be able to sing this one with Brian Free. And I don't know if I beat him that night or not, but ever since then we've had competitions. I've wore him out.
Of course, I remember.
Not to make me look good or anything, but that's what happened. But this is one that also my friends at my hometown church, Gospel Light Baptist Church in Salisbury, North Carolina, has really made their top choice. So therefore, we're going to finish off with this one. It's called "Looking for a City." Looking for a city where we'll never die, where the saint and millions
sing it, Mitchell.
never say goodbye. There we'll meet our Savior and our loved ones too.
Greatest character we've ever had. As far as the genuine artist. Yeah. What are games today? Not people who make up characters. I'm talking about genuine artists. I'm glad you brought that up. I don't know. That's a surprise tonight, man. Damn enough to make a prize. That was a prize over here. Wasn't gonna give that away. But Rick and I got Brian Frick coming, and we'll see if he can wear him. How about this? They're gonna have a competition. The opening session one tonight is gonna open with something you'll never repeat. What if he walked out? We didn't introduce him at all, and he walked out.